We are live. Let's get this 20,000 subscriber special party started. How's it going, everybody? If you hadn't figured it out by now, we hit 20,000 subscribers some way or another, so thank you. Thank you for being here, hanging out, subscribing, and all that stuff. I figure since we have so many new faces here lately that we could just do something simple like a Q&A, at least for a little while here. So if you're not aware of how Q&As work on YouTube, I have like up where there's like top chat. It's like the chat that you see right now. If you like click on where it says top chat, if you bring that down, another chat should pop up that says questions, and that's where you can leave your Q&A questions. If you leave them in the regular live chat, I might miss them. But if you put them in the questions chat, I'll get to them eventually. So how's it going, the duck, the true pilot? What's happening? Master Chef, thank you for the goat. I have the ramen, what's happening? Walking, you got school? Well, have a good day at school. Squid Yellow, how are you? Sean Garnett, thank you for the lard. Reworked Random, what's happening? Hey, finally got notified for a stream before it starts. Good on YouTube's notification system. Hey, Zan, there should be a pop-up in chat, yeah, that you can ask him a question through. Exactly. Hey, Izzy, thank you. Zombie Kitty, thank you for the lard. Carl Winslow, congrats, Harv. You nerd. Yeah, nothing but love. Thank you, Carl Winslow. Kaboom and stuff, thank you, thank you. Insert name here, how you doing? So let me just bring up the questions. I forget, do I just click on them and they like come up? Go to channel? No. What if I just like click on the question itself? I thought there was a way to have the question like actually show up in the chat. But maybe not. Gabe's TV Gaming, how you doing? First, let me say, so proud of you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Come a long way, and you put so much dedication into your career. Appreciate that, Gabe. Lean Phoenix, how you doing? Yeah, watch the Lard video. Yeah, and realize you've been watching me for at least 7 years. Well, hey, Lean, thanks for still being here. Since 2017 with, my first Final Fantasy VII playthrough. Hey, how you doing, JPA? So let me look here. Bear with me a second. Hey, Oso Gringo, how you doing? So, the duck is spamming a bunch of questions. Like, I'll answer questions, but if you're asking me, like, clearly taking the piss questions, I might elect to not answer it. But they do ask, how old I am. I'm a 38-year-old man. And, I have not seen One Piece. I'm not going to sub. I'm a cat person. Do a backflip is not a question. Master Chef, what was the first time you ever ate lard? And when did you learn what lard was? I'm sure I've had all kinds, like, lard's in a lot of, like, baked goods. So I don't really know the exact first time I would have consumed any lard. But the first time I ever did it, like, consciously, would have been for my 500 subscriber special, where we tried lard in tea. Because this is another good place to start, I think. How you doing, Master Owner? I have streamed Final Fantasy Tactics. So, what was I saying? Yeah, so back my 5,000 subscriber special for Final Fantasy VII, the aforementioned Final Fantasy VII stream. There's a character in it named Palmer, and you run into him in a town called Rocket Town, where one of your future party members, Sid, lives. And Sid gets, like, his live-in, like, girlfriend person. I'm not really sure how they're related. Not related, but, like... Anyway, he asks her to make tea for everybody. And Palmer says that he wanted sugar and honey and don't forget the lard, too. I just thought it was funny and kept saying it. It became a channel meme. ES7 Elias, welcome to the chat. The Llama, how you doing? Hey, Mr. GC, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the congrats. Dr. Disaster, how you doing? Thank you for the like, Saint. Yuri Dragons, how are you? Quadrant, what's happening? Kefka Fanboy, thank you for the lard. So yeah, if any of you have any questions, Be sure to go into the specific questions, like live chat section, to leave your question there. It's easier for me to keep track of them. Otherwise, they'll get lost in the shuffle. You got a new cat. Wait, congrats, Kafka fanboy. Insert name here. Will I ever play Kindergarten or the sequel? I've never heard of Kindergarten or the sequel to it, so not at this time. Thank you for the lard, speedy butt lard, Nestforce. So, RCD asks, if Jimmy has 3 apples and Sally has 2, why don't they just shut up and eat? That's a great question, because if they were if they were eating the apples, they wouldn't have to actually, ask math questions instead of getting nutrition in their body. Well, hey, happy birthday, Yuri Dragons. Hope you had a good one. Squid Yellow, I thought I'd like to ask you this, since it's become tradition at this point for me to ask, where did you get the name Megaharb from? So, years ago, and I mean years ago, like 2000, 2001, it would have been like 2000, anyways. I was on the Game FAQs board, and like, my handle there was just Harv. That was just what my internet handle at first, Harv. But I joined a pub trivia board on Game FAQs, and we started to do trivia like on AOL Instant Messenger. And when we did that, the name Harv was already taken. The first name that wasn't taken was Mega Harv, so that just kind of became my YouTube handle. But yeah, Gabe, I'll answer your question here in a second, but like, I really want people, if you have a specific question for the Q&A, there's like a separate chat that you can go into that's like a pop-out. You go in there and leave the question in there. That way I'll have way less chance to miss it, because if I have to like scroll back on the live chat, there's a good chance that I won't miss it. But I have it up here. To Sheep King, how you doing? Yeah, finally doing a Q&A here. Happiness fills me today. Hey, I'm glad to hear you're full of happiness, to Sheep King. Zan, does Megaharv is the gay? Yes. Does Megaharv is the gay? Zombie Kitty, test question. Good question. It certainly worked. The duck, do I cheese? Like how the boys in South Park cheese? Yes, I do. Kaboom and stuff. Do you ever try butter in your tea after the FF7 remake lore change? I could never bring myself to do it. I had thought about doing another video where I try the Final Fantasy VII remake version of the Palmer tea, but I just didn't have the heart. I reworked random. Are you ever gonna do applications for mod again? I still, like, everyone that I have already, like, from the previous applicants of mods, I'll bear them all in mind if I need to do, like, a second wave of mods, but, like, currently, I think we have enough. The current mod team has been doing a bang-up job, so, shout out to my mods right now. Thank you for making my life a lot easier. Hey, Paxton, what nicknames do I have for Speedy? That's a great question, because, like, I'll usually call him, like, Buddy or something. Like, if I'm petting him, like, hey, Buddy, how you doing? Or, I'll just tell him, I'll just be like, hey, Speedy, you're a cat. Like, if I'm petting him, I'll just tell him he's a cat. Or sometimes I'll, like, sing Speedy the cat to him. So it's mostly just, rather than having nicknames for him, I just do different Speedy the cat songs for him. Alpha, ever plan on playing SCP Containment Breach? I'm not familiar with it, so not at this time. God, what do I do for a living outside of streaming? That's the one question that I don't like to answer, so no offense. I'm keeping that private. Nest Force, favorite fruit? The correct answer is blueberries. Well, my incorrect answer is bananas. Bananas are my favorite. Alero, will I be drinking lard tea on stream? I haven't yet. I don't plan on it tonight. But maybe for a 24,000 subscriber special. I want to do a 24-hour stream for 24,000 subscribers. So, that could be an activity. We're going to need a few activities here. Welcome to anyone who's popped in I didn't respond to yet. But yeah, Gabe, earlier, favorite Undertale game? I mean, I like the original just fine. Same with, like, I'm very anxiously awaiting another release of Deltarune, like for Chapter 3 and 4. Quadrant, am I still interested in FNAF? I don't follow it at all anymore. I've sort of, yeah, I guess I've kind of gone cold on FNAF. I was really into it until around, like, Sister Location came out. Then I sort of drifted away from it. What are my future channel plans going forward, JPA asks. Like, for the most part right now, I just want to keep up the vertically oriented live streams, because they seem to be doing pretty well for me. So I'd like to try to keep that pressure going. I don't know if I'll do any other, like, kind of... Like, once I get a little more rested and stuff, I wouldn't mind doing a few other, like, side project-y things, but I'm not quite at that point yet. Guess it's more of a shout-out to your mom, but do you have a favorite... Oh, yeah, a favorite of her book series, yeah. I like how each book... Yeah, it has a different character you follow from a past life. I have nostalgia for her very first book. Because it was just... That whole... yeah, so my mother has a book series called The Dragon's Eye Legacy, and she has a Facebook page dedicated to it, so if you are interested in that, check out the Facebook. I should probably have, like, a more, you know, like an actual website as well, to drive traffic to, but I'm not the most technologically savvy person. But no, it was fun going to, like, the book signings and stuff, and it all started to come to be. Lean Phoenix asks, what music are me and Speedy into? Well, I generally subject Speedy to various and sundry video game musics. But, like, for non-video game music, like, Depeche Mode's one of my all-time favorites. I went to see them in Toronto back in November. I'm also a really big Rammstein fan. I was curious to see, greetings to anyone else I may have missed in here. Mad Mike follower, how you doing? Earthbound remake project on the Mother 3 engine. Is that the one that looks like Link's Awakening? If so, I wouldn't be opposed to seeing the whole thing come out. Yeah, so Mariecraft boys, we're at 20,000 subscribers. Kuromi, how are you? But yeah, any questions, please direct them to there's like a specified questions, like chat, like where it says like top chat and live chat. There's also one that says questions. If you could please direct your questions there so I don't miss them, because I know I'm missing like 24 questions right now. Nice scallywag. I started streaming back in 2017. Excuse me. That was disgusting. How you doing, Mojo? Thank you. Halix, how are you? Pardon me. I have the ramen, not going to be here long since I'm tired. That stuff, but how hard was becoming an adult? That definitely... The thing about growing up, it's I haven't really... It's not so much that I grew up, I just kind of grew old. So, like, I don't know, it's just sort of... It's not the easiest thing, but, you know, your mileage may vary, depending on situations. Gamer boy, how you doing? Yeah, Anthony Jordan, thank you for the speedy emoji. Hey, thanks, Sean Garrett. Getting the 20K. Am I willing to go into what happened and why you got out of wrestling? I'll keep it brief. I don't want to get into the, like, nitty-gritty, depressing portions of it. But, like, more or less, like, when I was wrestling, I hurt my rib, and I kept going to, like, emergency rooms and doctors and stuff, and they couldn't seem to figure out what was wrong with me. Until finally I went to a chiropractor, and they're like, "Oh, you have a costotransverse joint dysfunction." And when my eyes started to glaze over, they told me that you basically have a sprained rib. So that was kind of what kept me out of it. So like, "Oh no, you're fine." It's like, why can't I breathe, and why am I in agony then if I'm fine? It's just remarkable to me how you can go to a doctor sometimes and be like, "I am in the most pain I've ever been in my life," and they're like, "That's nice, go away. Don't even look." Or they're like, "Oh, because I felt it in my neck." They're like, "Oh, your neck's fine." It's like, but like, evidently, like if you have like like a pain source, like wherever you're feeling the pain, is generally not where the pain is emanating. But apparently, the medical professionals I talked to weren't aware of this. But eventually, I found one that figured out what was wrong with me. So I don't know. Just keep going back to the doctor if they don't want to help you for some reason. So yes, Spy Wolf, how you doing? Thank you. Mentioned you were in professional wrestling. You ever considered doing like creator clash? I'm not in the greatest of shape. Like I don't know. I'm not entirely like against the idea of having like a fun, you know, like sports bout with somebody, but I'd want it to be like a good natured thing, and I need to be in shape. I'd rather have like I'd rather work another wrestling match with somebody who's like has some ring experience that's a YouTuber rather than like a boxing match, frankly. But no, I wouldn't say never with that. Mapother, thank you. So yeah, excuse me folks, I'm trying to navigate two chats here at the same time. So if I missed you, I apologize. Seal Dragneil, how's it going? Hey, thanks, Zan. How you doing, E-Man? What's going on? Femboy Goober, what's going on? Oops. What did I do? I ruined everything. Manga Guy, how you doing? Alright, Gabe's TV Gaming, have a good one. Steve, how are you? Wayne, I'd whoop your bum. Well, let's settle it in the ring then. Hit you with the arm and hammer, they'll have to carry out with a stretcher. Samuel Barba, how's it going? I accidentally sent it. It's probably okay. I have the ramen. King B, very sorry. Have to go get some stuff that needs to be done for school. Yeah, no worries. Get your school stuff done. I understand. Congratulations on making it to 20K, and see you turn tomorrow's stream. Hey, right on, King B. I'll see you then. See you next time. Yeah, glad to hear you're doing good, E-Man. Yeah, Ric Flair is still wrestling. He's 9. Yeah, he's I think he's under the employ of AEW right now. Hey, thanks, Amori. Congrats on the 20K. Pedro, how are you? Let me bring the questions thing back up. Yes, Akex can confirm. Arm and Hammer will hospitalize a person. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, okay. All right, last question from me. Do I enjoy instant ramen in the middle of the night? It doesn't have to be the middle of the night. I do like ramen. It's not necessarily my go-to. I'd be more likely to go to have, like, pasta or something. Valero, workout streams? I used to do, like, I didn't ever stream it, I don't think, but, like, Ring Fit Adventure? That's something I could do. Or, I mean, I could just get data and just, like, go to a gym or something. That's another option. Bacon user, thank you, thank you. Sonya Jackson, 49er gang, bang bang. You can say that again. What species does lard come from? I think it's specifically like pig fat, if I'm not mistaken. Mr. Natural, top 5 best shmups of all time. I don't really play shmups. I don't really have an opinion on that at all. Like, the closest thing to a shmup I've ever played is, like, Undertale. I haven't really played much in the way of shmups. Yeah, what is your favorite color and why is it the same as mine? Your favorite color is red, by the way. I mean, I do like the color red. Depending on my mood, it's either red or blue, but my favorite color to wear is green. So I guess every color. Ever. Pedro, do I ever plan on trimming my beard? Or making any other change on it? I do plan, like, in the next, like, month or so to just get it kind of, like, trimmed in a bit. Like, just to rein in the stragglies a bit. I'd like to get it... I want to try to keep the bulk of it, but just clean it up. Baker Sweets, what are Starmen? Isn't it like a David Bowie reference? Like, actually? But, like, I'm not actually... I don't know. I'm not really sure what's inside the Starman outfit. Hey, Virgo Girl Forever, thank you. This is my Lightning Cactuses shirt. I've been wearing this shirt for as long as I've been streaming. There was a period where this was, like, my streaming shirt. And just general content shirt. Now I more or less wear it for special occasions. C.A, thank you, thank you. But hey, thanks, Virgo. Plain bread, Skeleton Army, or Goblin Gang? I'm more of a skeleton, enjoyer. Yeah, Justin Wolf, I am that shirt. No exceptions. What am I doing? I'm doing a Q&A. Yeah, that's where the lightning cactus emoji comes from. How are you, Stella? Jazz and Preet Singh, welcome to the chat tonight. How are you? Do I use beard oil, beard lard? I don't. I could probably excuse me, I could probably count on one hand the number of times that I've actually used, like, beard oil. Normally, I just shampoo and comb it. I have a few different shampoos. Like, I have this apple vinegar, like, clarifying shampoo. That's more to just, like, strip smells out of it. And I also have, like, this bamboo shampoo, which just, like, is a softening one. So I cycle a few different, shampoo, hair care products through the beard. What do I take to grow this beard? I've had this beard for about a year, but I've trimmed it a few times since then. Saint, when are we going to see the Hardware Harv video? I might, I think a better time for me to show that would be for the 24,000 subscriber special. If I'm going to do a 24-hour stream, we're going to need some activities. So I think that would be another good activity to include. There it is. Most creative way to kill a blue slime. A blue slime. Like one of these fellas here. I mean, you could use the spell thwack, I guess, like a group instant death attack, but to one singular slime. That's what jumps to my mind right now. How you doing, the tax evasion guy? Ever use beard butter? Tim Shepard? No. I've considered beard lard, however. Doge Goat, I'm sorry to hear you're feeling sick. If you feel better. But yeah, I don't really have any specific products in order to, like, grow good beard, follicles and whatnot. But, like, fish. Eat some fish if you can stomach it. It's a good place to start. Would I stream Zombies Ate My Name? I would. I haven't. I considered it last Halloween, but then I didn't. Yeah, unfortunately, I only have the one, I only have the one match for my wrestling career. I mean, at least I got the one. I would like to have more of them, but I only got the one of them. JPA, ever plan on bringing back old squits, random stuff, scratch tickets, hard to get along with, etc.? I feel like there will be a time and a place for more scratch ticket videos. I've humored doing, like, a hard to get along with, not necessarily a reboot, but just, like, maybe like a short or something. It's just something like a hard to get along with. Is just it's so much work. Even like with the the bargain basement animation that I did. They take forever. Is the problem. So like it's hard for me to justify it, but I might do the odd like scratch ticket here and there. Insert name here. Opinion on Plants vs Zombies. The series looks interesting. I've never played it myself. Golden Skull, how you doing? Well, you hit 20k. Can I get a shout out? Yeah, shout out Golden Skull. Hope you're having a good one. Any possibility of having a cooking or baking stream with Megamon? Stream, definitely not. Maybe like a pre-recorded thing. But I don't think she'd want to come over for a stream. Am I happy with what I do on YouTube? I mean, yeah. I like it just fine. I could have a much worse situation, like, at least doing, like, gaming content. Like, yeah, you get your fair share of, like, trolls and stuff, but, like I don't get, like, the truly psychotic people, like you would if you do, like, other content, so I think I'm in a good spot here. King Zero, how are you? The Dog 21. Nice day today. Yeah, may not stay for long, though. Hey, if you're busy, you're busy. No worries there. Hey, Copa, how you doing tonight? RCD, I'm ignoring your question. You know why. Hope you're having a good one. Yeah, I am. I am Golden Skull. Hey, thanks, King Zero. Hit the 20k. It's happening, Cole. If you're serious, you should talk to somebody that's not this stream. You should call a suicide hotline. I'm not properly equipped. Zan's got your back, though. Click on that link. Yeah? Emma Connor, how you doing? Thank you. Thank you. For the well wishes. But yeah, I'm sure you understand RCD. I would, just because they might look like one doesn't mean that they are in this case. RCD may or may not have asked me why the cacti on my shirt look like pickles. Is what he might have asked. Hey, thanks, Copa. But yeah, Cole, click on that link if you're serious. Dogegoat, if you cut off your arm, where's the pain? The part where your arm used to be connected. That part of your arm. Approximately. Reworked Random, must go to bed. Good night. Congrats again on the 20k. Hey, thank you. Thank you, Reworked Random. So yeah, like, I'm also currently playing through, well, I mean, not right now, but, like, I'm, like, halfway through a Chrono Trigger playthrough. I will probably pick up on that again tomorrow. I also have Final Fantasy VII Rebirth I'm working through with a regular... I also do regular, widescreen streams. So if you're interested in ever catching those when I do them, be sure you have all your notifications on, if you are subscribed already. Then YouTube might actually be like, hey, he's doing a regular stream too. Favorite movie or movies? Favorite movie? I don't know. When I'm asked that question, I tend to say Freddy Got Fingered by Tom Green. He was like my idol growing up, and like, it's a funny movie. I mean, if you like Tom Green, it's a very Tom Green movie. But yeah, I'm not sure where Speedy's at the moment. If I was stuck in the Dragon Quest Sentinels of the Starry Sky, that's 9, right? What class would I be? I haven't played that one in so long, I honestly couldn't tell you. Sage, maybe, if that's a thing. Naka, how you doing? Hope everything's going good. You're happy at your endeavors. Hey, thank you, appreciate it. Original YouTuber 100? How are you? I call on you to read the Quran. This is definitely the place for religious indoctrination. Is that the right word? That's clearly what we're doing here. That's the game plan tonight. It's a very appropriate place to ask a video game streamer to convert to your religion. I approve of your. Anyways, Merc, Merc Recon. I have one cat named Speedy. I'm not sure where he's at the moment. Hey, thanks, Stella. Go ahead. One of all your favorite games could exist in this world and the rest never existed. What game would you want to exist? That's a hard one to really nail down, because like a game like because like Earthbound or like Final Fantasy VII or Chrono Trigger are like my favorite games, but then there's games like Azure Dreams and like Lufia 2 that have like roguelike mystery dungeon, randomly generated dungeon things in it, and that would have a lot more, replay value if I only had one game. So like maybe like a mystery dungeon type of thing. Hey, King Tricks, right on. How you doing, the True Pilot? Oh yeah, I've seen the Red Green show. It was Steve Smith, I think the comedian's name was. Handyman's Corner. If the women don't find you handsome, they should at least find you handy. And the handyman's secret weapon, duct tape. Hardware Harv knows his red green. Adventures with Rick? I haven't watched it in a long time, admittedly, but I used to catch it like almost every night. Hey, thanks, Zombie Kitty. Meant to comment that, not ask that in the question queue. Hey, no worries, Alero. Yeah, no, I just kind of quietly assigned. I didn't tell anybody that I made a mod. I just quietly assigned people mod. The ones that I accepted. So yeah, no problem, Alero, my pleasure. Favorite game of all time? That'd be either Earthbound, Chrono Trigger, or Earthbound, Final Fantasy VII, or Chrono Trigger. Yeah, that's a Boken next to me. My Chrono Trigger cosplay weapon. Jeremy, can you say Spark it, Sparky? No. For a second I thought you asked which video game world would you want to live in. Didn't realize I heard the question wrong, but now I'm curious. As for which video game world I would want to live in, that would in fact be Azure Dreams. I don't know, I just like the whole concept of the area. Like, you're in this desert town, you got a mystery dungeon that you're scaling. It just seems like the least nightmarish situation of like a lot of games. Because like as much as I love Earthbound, I do not want to live in Earthbound's world. Being welcomed to Moonside and like dealing with Gygas and stuff. No, thank you. So yeah, I'd say Azure Dreams on that one. If Wolverine has such amazing healing factor, then why doesn't each drop of blood grow a whole new Wolverine? I've always wondered that. Like, if you were to cut his head off or something, like, why doesn't the head grow a Wolverine, and why doesn't the body grow a head? I wish I had a good answer for you. I guess it's just a plot oversight. Any update on that pack of wild geese? Oh yeah, has flown back into town yet? I haven't met up with them. I know the one you mean, though, when I was doing the IRL stream that time. Where we ran into a pack of geese. Which you would know as Canadian geese, but I live in Canada, so they're just geese. But I was outside of a paint store and found some geese. Have I ever played South Park Stick of Truth? Yes, I have. I've played it a bunch of times. I actually have a stream of it on my channel. You need to be 18 to watch it, but if you're 18, I have a full playthrough. I got the Platinum Trophy in it and everything. But even before I streamed it, I played it, I don't know, 3, maybe 4 times all the way through. I really like that game. If you like South Park and you like RPGs, you should really play Stick of Truth. The Fractured Butthole is another one. It's pretty good. The fighting's different, but it's still like playing a season of the show. Hey, Monkeyness, how you doing? Are there any other types of content you'd like to try and branch into? I've been thinking about like I'll do the odd like cooking stream, but like I've thought about before like doing like a more like focused like cooking series, like related to just like food with lard in it. But like I've just never really gone through with it. But that's kind of like the main big one. Like outside of like gaming as a whole. Like I think if I were to like focus up and do like some cooking stuff, that might be fun. But I tend to get really tunnel vision with the gaming. Hey, Speed Bump, gonna hop in here for a bit. Sounds good. Hey, Benny James, Jelly Toast, how you doing? I don't know why I had a question mark. What video game world would I least want to be in? Least want to be in? Uh, Ultima for the Super Nintendo, one of them. Yeah, no, it's I mean, you could still give someone an awful whack with this, but it's not like a lethal weapon in the same way. If I could have any famous person on my stream, who would be my first choice? You know, like I really wonder if like because like I don't really think about that very often. Like, you know, it'd be super cool to like have so and so like be on the stream, but like I mean, I guess it would go back to like a guy like Tom Green. Like I think it would just be like as far as like famous people are concerned, probably him. He was like such a huge inspiration to me as a kid. And I think if you were to just like sit down and chat with him, he'd be like a super interesting dude. Although that's like I don't know if I would. You know, there'd be some wrestlers too. Like to sit down and like have a chat with Mick Foley would be super cool. Not taken away because like a few. I guess it was. I forget how long ago it was now. I think it was like during the summer, but like I met Bret Hart, which was super cool. So like that's kind of why like I bring up Mick Foley and don't bring up Bret because like well I already met him. I've never met Mick Foley, so like probably so yeah either Tom Green or Mick Foley would be my answer. Regarding cooking, what kind of pie would I make? Lard pie. To actually answer your question, probably like a pumpkin pie or like a chocolate fog pie. I'm not really a traditional pie eating person. I'm more of a cake. Excuse me, I'm more of a cake guy. But yeah, probably yeah, pumpkin or like just like a chocolate pudding sort of pie. There it is. What's the longest possible RPG you would be willing to play if it did? Oh, if it did not allow saving your game to progress later. Oh, it had to be one full sitting. Maybe Earthbound. I could sit down and play it in one sitting, but I really have to like. I can't stop and smell the roses with it at all. Like I really gotta forge ahead. Anything that would take me more than like 12 hours would be a little questionable. Knock the chat down. No. When am I playing Trauma Team? Is that like one of the Trauma Center games? I played New Blood probably like about a year, maybe 2 years ago now. That game was hard. That might be the hardest game I've ever played on stream. I mean, I find Smash TV is also very hard, but like for a newer game, Trauma Center, New Blood, that was so hard. I don't know how I actually beat it. Pure stubbornness is why I beat it. It wasn't easy. I haven't played Snow Day yet. I have half an eye on it. I'm sure it's fun. But like I'm playing, I'm trying to get through Final Fantasy Rebirth. I have the Eiyuden Chronicles. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's it's a spiritual successor to the Suikoden games, and it's coming out like at the end of April. But I have beta access to it, and I want to try it, but I just haven't had the spare time to sample it yet. John Travolta or Tina Fey. I'm not familiar with Tina Fey. I like John Travolta just fine. Least favorite game I've ever played? Um, Maybe Deadly Arts for the N64. It used to be Bebe's Kids, but like, actually, Rise of the Robots for the Super Nintendo would be my least favorite. Bebe's Kids is also not a good game, but like, I've hated it for so long that I've like come full circle with it, and now I have like an ironic like of the game. Could have a match with any wrestler you've been a fan of. Yeah, aside from the obvious like Brett. Yeah, who would it be? Have a match with any wrestler you've been a fan of. Yeah, aside from the obvious like Brett. Who would it be? I should have like a more obvious answer. I have to actually think about that for a second. I'm just thinking who would like make a good opponent for one hardware Harv, which was my wrestling persona. As a wrestling handyman slash like construction worker character. Came to the ring with like a toolbox. But like I don't know, probably either like Shawn Michaels or like Bryan Danielson. DB Zeta, how you doing? Hola. Paper and Picks, how you doing? Frisk, welcome back. Remember you falling a lot? Yeah, Trauma Teen is easier than New Blood. I heard that New Blood was Hey, Izzy. What you're saying is Balls 3D is but I've never played Balls 3D, so I can't fairly say. How you doing, Krampus? Jaden Gilmund, how you doing? Don't have any questions, but like lurking. Hey, enjoy your lurking. But yeah, the apparently with Trauma Center New Blood was you're expected to play the game 2-player. There's like one mission that you have to do on your own, I think. But the rest of the game, you're expected to really play it with 2 people. So beating it with 1 person, you're like effectively doing 2 people's job. I did it on normal, mind you. I didn't do it on hard. I couldn't imagine doing that by yourself on hard. It was bad enough on easy. Or on normal, rather. Not on easy. I probably should have played it on easy. Had I realized. But yeah, I want to say I have another Trauma Center game and just never played it. I've ever played Sleeping Dogs? I have not. Hey, Pep Pega, how you doing? Yeah, 20k, we made it. Metal Warriors. Oh, that's an SNES game, isn't it? Diavolo, how you doing? Have I ever played off? No, I never have played off. I've heard about it. It's been recommended to me before, but I haven't played it. Yeah, not engineer. 20 of the thousands. Am I a fan of Warhammer 40k? I don't really have an opinion on it. I haven't played any like of the games. I knew people who had like, like the what do you call them, like the figurines and they like painted them and stuff. I've known people who are like all about it, but like I never got into it. I got nothing against it though. Wait, what? Did you do the red and blue accent and stuff? I'm not sure what you mean. How you doing, Sam? But yeah, doing all right, an outsider. How are you? If the name Mega Harv and Hardware Harv were taken by someone else, what would you have picked to be your YouTube name? Probably something else with Harv in it, but like at the front. I probably would have tried like Giga Harv or like Final Harv or something like that. Something with Harv in it. Whatever wasn't taken. Start to end games. How you doing? I'm here from Amore. Yeah, part 3. Right on. You consider doing challenge runs of games you love? I do occasionally. Excuse me. Not very often, though. Like, every so often I'll do, like, a speed run, maybe, but, like... I haven't done series... Well, I tried to do, in Final Fantasy VII Remake, the first part, like, a Toad Ring challenge. Where everyone always was inflicted with the Toad status. I got to, like, chapter 9 or 10 or something, then I just stopped trying. I don't think I did it because it was, like, too hard, specifically, just I didn't feel like doing it anymore. Insert name here, what's happening? Opinion on MatPat's retirement? I mean, like, if he's been doing this for what, how long? He's been doing this at a high level for a very long time. I don't really blame the guy for retiring. But I imagine it's not like he's gonna go move away into, like, a lean-to in the woods. And you'll never hear from him again. He's probably just gonna do, like, other stuff. Just not around game theory, so... No, I think he's earned it. Eat raw lard. That's not a question. That's a command. Trick question. Would you play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Turtles in Time before you played it, or after you played it? While I play it, yes. Correct. No, I've never played Gas Guzzlers. 911 Operator can be pretty fun. But there are some moments where it's like, okay, game, what the hell do you expect me to do? I'd be interested in playing a game. What kind of game are you making, Jelly Toast? I mean, I wouldn't say no immediately, but I need more information than that. Because I'm mostly like an RPG slash like side-scrollery guy. Sleeping Dogs is based off of... oh, the Triad in Hong Kong. He plays an undercover cop. I get Sleeping Dogs mixed up with like Kane and Lynch for some reason. Because Kane and Lynch, I think, was like a Square game. But I'm not sure about Sleeping Dogs. Okay, don't play tabletop, huh? But think to say... yes, definitely a big fan of 40k, Anthony. I had you... kind of had you colored in that light. Do I think anything big is going to happen for Earthbound's anniversary this year? Probably nothing like an Earthbound fan would like truly want, like a remaster of any of the games or like Mother 3 stateside. They seem to be doing like, you know, some little stuff, which I'm not upset about. Like I got some Earthbound icons for my Nintendo Switch and stuff like that, but like I want them to come out with like an Earthbound Battle Royale game. Earthbound 30, you drop us in a dungeon, and then you just try to complete the dungeon first. But, you know, you beat an enemy, you can send it to somebody, whoever's in first place or whatever. Like how Mario 35 or like Tetris 99 worked. Something like that. I think that'd be super cool. I'd be all about it. King B Dog, how are you? I'm doing well, thank you for asking. Mario Tree Brush, how are you? Yes. Hey, anything but comedy, thank you, thank you. Jaden Miles, how are you? Yoshi Safari, don't I need, a super scope for that? Harrison Van, welcome to the chat. Am I gonna try Delta Traveler? Yeah, I'll be playing Delta Traveler probably in the next, like, couple of weeks. Delta Traveler and like TS Underswap are like I've been doing Undertale fan games, well Undertale stuff. If you weren't aware, I did Amori this past week. I'm gonna do it again this weekend. But, yeah, Delta Traveler's definitely at the top of the list. RPG type game, been working on it for a while. Okay, cool, Jelly Toast. Yeah, just keep me informed on that. Darius Chase, thank you for the lard. Taboo. Favorite game, either Earthbound or Final Fantasy VII. Hey, Sean, thank you. Congrats on the 20k. Appreciate it, Sean. Favorite Earthbound character? The guy in Moonside whose eyebrows are connected, but who also has a gold tooth. How you doing, Chicken Tens? Lexi Mitchell, thank you, thank you. Glad you like the beard. Dragon, if you had to be forced to play one game for the rest of your life, what would it be? I was saying a bit earlier that, like, even though my favorite games are, like, Earthbound, Final Fantasy, Chrono Trigger, stuff like that, a mystery dungeon game would have, like, a bit more, you know, life to it. Because they're, like, randomly generated dungeons and stuff. Like, Alufia 2, while I can play the main game, also has, like, the Ancient Cave. And, like, Azure Dreams is, like, a mystery dungeon sort of thing. So, like, probably something like that has, like, kind of infinite replay value. Which character do I prefer from the Gauntlet series? I've barely ever played Gauntlet, if you can believe it. Like, I have, but, like, I'm not even really sure which characters are which. Elf, Warrior, Mage, or Valkyrie. Probably the Warrior or Valkyrie, depending how Viking-y they are. Yeah, 20 on to 30. Yeah, fingers crossed. Keep at it. Would I rather have a bodyguard as resilient as Jill Valentine or Wei Shen? Or would you rather have Speedy? I would rather have Speedy. Doing good. Glad to hear it, Chicken Tens. Yeah, thanks, Zombie Kitty. In Earthbound, how do you use the capsules? Like, do you give IQ capsules to Jeff so he can repair stuff faster? Or polish so he can gain PP faster, etc.? For years, I would not give IQ capsules to Jeff. Because I don't know why I thought this. But for years, I thought that giving IQ capsules to Jeff didn't actually change when he would, like, say you gave him IQ capsules. I thought that had no bearing on whether or not he would repair something. I was wrong about that. I don't know why I thought that for so long. And by long, I mean like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago tops. I finally found out that is in fact the case with Jeff. So, like, yes, I'm not opposed to giving Jeff, like, IQ capsules nowadays. Outside of that, I'll usually just dump all my stat boosting stuff onto whoever the main character in the game is. So, like, in this case, Ness. But, I mean, it's not a horrible idea to give Paula, like, a vitality capsule, because she's kind of a bit of a paper mache character. Yeah, I remember you saying, yeah, the same thing in an Earthbound stream. Yeah, I kind of can't believe that I thought that for so long. And I would have said it in the streams that I did. I'm surprised someone didn't correct me sooner. But we figured it out eventually. Oh, yeah, I did miss your comment, Nessforce. Can you please watch some gameplay of Gods of Force and give me a reaction? Simple concept would only take a few minutes. I'm not gonna pull up a video of it right now, but, like, I can take a look at it at some point. If I don't play it before my 24-hour stream, that can be a thing that I do also, so, because I'm gonna need time to fill. But yeah, no, I just somehow missed it, Nessforce. I'm trying to bounce between two chats, I apologize. I didn't ignore it on purpose. DK Banana, ever consider doing one of those rotation gimmicks? I've heard about those. You know, like with Mega Man 1 to 6, but every time you get hit, you change the game. Right. That could be an interesting thing to try out. Like, see if I can get through all the Mega Man games that way. Yeah, no, this is drooping into frame. It's kind of hard for, like, everything's positioned just so. I can't really get it out of the frame, so I'm just gonna just gonna deal with it. I thought recently they should hoard your capsules and give them all to Pooh. Oh yeah, once you get them. That's not a bad idea either, because Pooh's kind of lackluster. He's like Ness and Paula mixed together, but not as good as either of them. Starstorm's pretty good, but, like, outside of that, he's sort of kind of an afterthought. How you doing, gamer? Manga guy, all good. Hey, thanks, Lexi. Yeah, Pooh is forever running out of PP. But yeah, is there, like, any sort of Nessforce? Is there any sort of, like, I assume with a game called Gotcha Force that there's, like, it makes me think that there's, like, characters from various stuff? Like, would there be any sort of copyright thing preventing them from making like a redo of it? Because it seems to be like a cult classic type of game, but like Capcom doesn't want to make a port of it. My main thing with that is like if they ever make like a re-release of it, that increases my chances of playing it like 10,000%. I generally just don't like to emulate stuff that I've never like had any experience with whatsoever. Gotta go, but just honestly, just your vibe and topic made my day. Hey, thanks, Lexi. Glad you enjoy the vibe, but you have yourself a good one. I hope to see you again soon. When did I feel like I hit my stride with YouTube? I've had a few times where I felt like I was hitting my stride. Like when I first started streaming. Like when I first started streaming Final Fantasy VII in particular, I felt like I was like hitting a stride. But then things sort of like cooled off. But then like YouTube Shorts came out. And I did that. Which like had held pretty true until like, I don't know, just very recently. And then I started doing like the vertically oriented live streams, and those have just been just blazing away. So I'm hoping to hit like another good stride here soon. My thing right now is just trying to get to figure how much energy I can actually devote to YouTube streaming at the moment, because like I'm hitting days where like I just need to crash out. Like yesterday I needed rest. So yeah, I'm kind of thinking about that too. I have to figure out where, like, when the best time for me to stream is. Like I'm thinking actually like later. At first I wanted to start streaming earlier, but it seems like the later I get on and like the later I log off, it seems to be better, but we'll see. Has original characters, okay, over 200 playable characters, and it might emulate like crap, okay. Very fast 3D battle game, okay. Similar to Virtual On for Dreamcast. I don't think I've ever seen Virtual On either. Alan, what's happened? Oh boy, yeah, it feels like it was just yesterday, right? Yeah, when we were at 19,500 subs. Back in the day. How you doing, Jay Bear? Ever watched the Scott Pilgrim? I have. Well, not the show, but like, there was a movie that I watched of Scott Pilgrim, and I played the game, and I love River City Ransom, but for some reason the Scott Pilgrim game like kind of got under my skin. I couldn't tell you why. I think it was more so like once I started to go for the trophies, it's like I don't want to do these tasks. They're all really tough. But so is River City Ransom stuff, so I don't know. Maybe I need to try it again. Hey, Joan, how are you? What's good? Get off at 8. So usually join you part way, but also you head to bed pretty early, right. So I missed the end. But no, that's just something I'm kind of thinking about. Today I logged on late just because I was like kind of tired. And yeah, like I don't know how long I'm gonna do the Q&A stream for. Like so long as there's questions keep coming in and whatnot. I have half a mind to do the gold saucer stuff in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth tonight, but I might just save that for tomorrow. Because like I'm still not like completely rested. I'm still feeling a little groggy, but. Will there ever be a horror game stream? I'll do more Resident Evil stuff. I'm sure I could be talked into playing the Silent Hill 2 remake when it comes out. Because I did do Silent Hill 1. And, like, that game's pretty spooky. I mean, when I played Silent Hill 1, it was actually pretty funny. Because, like, before that, I had only ever gotten, like, to the school. I never beat the school. And it was, like, after it went into, like, the Silent Hill territory. When I streamed it, it went into, we went to the school, then it started to go into, like, the creepy Silent Hill area. Then the game, like, my computer blue screened of death, and it made, like, this blood-curdling noise. and it freaked me out. It was like, oh my god, Silent Hill's coming to get me. But after that, I kind of settled into it. I wasn't really too spooked by it. But yeah, I think I should probably play Silent Hill too. But no, I usually end up playing a Resident Evil game about like once a year. Don't be surprised if this October, if I play like original Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3, like the PlayStation 1 versions. I need to properly play 2. 2 is my favorite for the longest time, and I've only ever beaten it with Leon just like once. I need to like actually beat the game, like to fully. Hey, Zan Cruz, welcome back. Well, I played Don't Forget. Maybe. I've heard people bring it up and that it's like scary or something. I don't know much more about it than that. Oh, one question for Mega of using your powers as an admin. Could you tell us your #1 viewer with most watch time? I can't do that through like YouTube stuff. I might be able to get that information through like my Nightbot, but I don't have it like at my fingertips. I'm not even sure if I could access my I'm not even sure how to even access my Nightbot at this point. It's been so long. But no, I'm not sure. Who would be all-time watch time champion? Like Ninja would have to be up there. Like there's a few people who have been around since like 2017 that I imagine have to be like in contendership for that. Yeah, Douglas to Gonza, like there's a few of you that have been here for a long time. And what else was I gonna say? I forget. It might even be someone who's like never even like talked in the chat really for all I know. There could have been someone who's just been like silently lurking for years. Which is fine. Like don't misunderstand me. If someone wants to just watch and lurk, that's fine by me. But like you can't discount just quiet onlookers. Some channels I've been watching for years, I've never once left a comment. So like you never know. What about coolest viewer? Yeah, obviously Sean. What other horror games instead of Resident Evil and Silent Hill will be played? Probably not much. I'm outside of that. I'm not really a big horror game guy. One thing I'd like to do is set up a game system in an abandoned building and play something like Silent Hill. Oh, that'd be just to get the ambiance correct. Hey, YNW Smelly, thank you. Yeah, again, me. Tornado Garden, how are you? Bet the Farm and Red Bandana. Hey, the chickens, thank you. Hey, now you're gonna have double chickens. Yeah, Speedy by far. I mean, yeah, Speedy's definitely watched a lot of them. Hey, Appleman, how you doing? I've had a lot of people tell me I should play Dead Space. And there's a remaster, like specifically the first Dead Space. I guess is really good. That would be one I could probably get talked into playing. Oh yeah, Alan Wake. I heard about Alan Wake. It wasn't until recently that I had any idea, like, even what the games were about. I just heard the name around, I'm like, I don't know. Is that like a... What do you call them? What are the names of those games where it's like The Walking Dead? Like a Telltale game. I thought it was like a Telltale game for the longest time. Or that sort of thing. So I was just like, I don't know. But it just isn't, I guess. Ever heard of Terraria? I have. I've played Terraria. I played Terraria for Christmas, not last year, but the year before. It was fun. I didn't keep playing it, but like it was fine. I didn't have any issue with it really. Trying to think of what else I just want to touch on. Like I mentioned earlier, how I want to. So yeah, probably tomorrow I'll I'll lead off again with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and do the Gold Saucer, and then spend the rest of the night doing Chrono Trigger. Then this Friday, there's a buddy's birthday festivities that I want to go to. So like I don't know like what I'll be streaming Friday. Like if I just don't stream Friday, but like I might just stream super early. I haven't decided yet. It depends how I feel. But I have every intention of doing more Amori. It might just be a Saturday Sunday thing, or limited on Friday. I don't know yet. Ant Dog, how you doing? Playing RuneScape 20 years on and off. Holy crap. Your characters must be popping off then. Grayson Fitcher, pineapple on burger? I've heard pineapple on burgers actually isn't that bad. I haven't tried it though. Jack Board Guy, how you doing? No, I'm just chatting today. I don't know how long this stream will wind up being. I'm still kind of tired. Like, I've been pushing myself so hard lately. Like yesterday, I was pretty cooked. I'm still feeling kind of cooked today. As much as I would like to do, like, stream until 4 in the morning or 5 or 6 in the morning, like, I really need at least another day to recover, but I can sit here and field a few questions. Hopefully it'll be helpful for all the new viewers we got here. What's up, Natty Daddy? Will I stream Shipwreck 64? Yeah, not forcing to play. Yeah, just asking. No, I looked at it. Like, it looks sort of interesting. I don't know. I probably won't play it anytime soon, though. Hey, Angelina, thank you, thank you. Congrats on the 20,000 subscribers. Appreciate it. Nestforce, is there any sport you like other than pro wrestling and MMA? Not really. Like, it's one thing. Like, I generally... Okay, I guess I should preface this a little bit. Because, like, I used to go to, like, Super Bowl parties, and, like, that was fun enough. Like, it's just... I wouldn't really know what was going on. But it was just kind of fun being like, okay, well, I'll pick a team and just sort of, like, root for them or whatever. But, like, I'm more of a physically go to the sporting event type of guy. Like, I'm not going to watch hockey on TV. I just don't care. But if I go to I could even just go to a local game, like a Sea Dogs game. And that's fun. It's fun just going. So, like, I'm a fan of, like, in-person sports. But, like, to watch on TV, I can't, it's hard for me to care. Hey, Dave Hackey, thank you for the $2 super chat. What system would I bring to a dream vacation? Great question, Dave. Thank you for the super chat. System I would bring to a dream vacation. I don't know, probably either Super Nintendo, PlayStation 1, maybe PS2, because I could play the PS1 games on the PS2. So yeah, Super Nintendo or the PS2, I think. Yeah, thanks, Chicken Tens. Is there Jeopardy in Canada? Oh yeah, I used to watch Jeopardy all the time. I haven't watched it. Jeopardy was actually, like, the place I'm living in now. Before we get satellite included. But I wasn't able to watch wrestling with it. So, like, I didn't really hold on to it. But, like, I did watch a bit of Jeopardy before I disconnected it. I used to watch Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy, like, every night. I used to love Jeopardy. But yeah, we don't have, like, Canadian Jeopardy per se, but we do have it up here. What food do I give Speedy? He gets Fancy Feast. I get him, like, a box of 12, usually. It's just easier for me to get for him. It's just a 12 box of Fancy Feast. It's the poultry pleaser. That's what he typically gets. As for you ever stream Shadowrun on SNES? Had potential, is broken in some ways. What do I do next? I really don't like Shadowrun for the Super Nintendo. Like, I've tried to play it, and, like, it has, like, that PC sort of, like, isometric graphical style that games that have that graphical style, they just put me to sleep. I don't know what it is about that graphical style, but I don't like it. And I really struggle to play games that have it. So, unfortunately, I have no guidance whatsoever for you. When the next Deltarune chapter comes out, will you... Oh, yeah. That's going to be stop everything I'm doing and stream Deltarune. Like, when Deltarune Chapter 2 came out, there was, like, a day's notice. And I played Chapter 1 again. If we get, like, a day notice for Deltarune Chapter 3 and 4, I'm going to play Chapter 1 and 2 again if I have time. But yeah, I'm going to play 3, like, the exact millisecond I'm able to. I can't wait. Like, after having done the past few streams of Deltarune and doing, like, all the routes and stuff, I am so invested. Easily the game, like, most looking forward to, like, thing that's coming out. Fingers crossed it'll be, like, this year. I have hope now that with Paper Mario Thousand Year Door being released, I want to say in May, that we'll probably end up getting it later this year. Probably, again, around Christmas. Because it seems like even in the game, it's sort of like Christmassy themed, so with like Noel and all that. So it wouldn't surprise me if it ends up being like another like wintertime release, but I won't be upset if it releases, you know, soon. Where would my dream vacation be? That's tough, because like, I mean, I feel like a no-brainer would be Japan, but I don't know Japanese. So, like, if it was somewhere that was, like, more of a native English-speaking, location, I really don't know. When I was younger, I always really wanted to visit Mexico. I mean, I'm sure it would still be nice to visit, but, like, I'm not, like, obsessed with the concept of it like I used to be. Hey, Cactus, how are you? Hope you're having a good one. Thank you for the lard and the chrono emoji. Is it always cold in Canada? No, like, summertime it gets warm here. Ooh, Tenchu, Wrath of Heaven. I've never played a Tenchu game. International trivia about Jeopardy. Here in Mexico, a local version of Jeopardy started. It was popular, but people stopped watching it. Because they could not have Art Fleming. Is that like a host that they wanted? Oh, you heading out, Sam? I'll catch you later. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, it's cool for some strange reason. I like Shadowrun SNES, but think I'm the only person. Oh, it has its fans. Like, Shadowrun has its fans. I'm just not one of them. Soto, what's my favorite sport? Well, I'm like a combat sport guy. So, like, you know, if you don't want to count wrestling, then, like, MMA, I suppose. Which FF girl is best waifu? Uh, I'm gonna give you some answers that you probably aren't going to expect. Either after playing Final Fantasy 13 2, it's just like I don't know what it is about Sarah, but like she kind of does it for me. And that being said, just kind of like both the sisters, Lightning or Sarah. But I mean, we're gonna, you know, can't have that conversation without, you know, Tifa being in there somewhere. And After Years Rydia. Like, specifically the After Years Rydia. Those are probably, like, on the top for me. Sacred Knoll, my favorite consoles. I love Super Nintendo or PS1. For different reasons, but I also love NES. PS2 is good. I mean, N64 is a great multiplayer system. You don't need to speak Japanese to survive through the menus have pictures. There, I can just point at the right. Excuse me. I'm belching everywhere. You just point at the food and be like, that. Super Potato. It's a great geek town. from Tokyo store. Never been to Mexico, but the things I hear from my parents get me scared. But it does have beautiful areas, yeah, and just cool art. Hey, thanks, Zombie Kitty. Favorite DreamWorks film? I honestly don't know what DreamWorks has done. I'm not a huge movie guy. Like, I couldn't tell you. I'd be hard pressed to tell you any movie any company ever made. I know, like, Studio Ghibli's done, like, Howl's Moving Castle. That's, like, about it. I'm not at all really familiar with the, what do you call it, like, a publishing house? Like, not Publishers Clearinghouse. But with, like, certain, movie-making companies. I'm not on the up and up with them. Hey, Sans was here. According to Sans. Welcome. Glad you were here, Sans. Yeah, contentious statements incoming. Rose is a good pick. Yeah, lightning for those triceps, exactly. I can't honestly speak for Final Fantasy 13 1 or really 2, but in Final Fantasy 13 3, there's a few specific outfits where lightning has, like, very well-defined triceps, and I appreciate them. How you doing, Angel Dust? Yeah, guessing Tifa or Celeste. I don't know why, like, I have nothing against Celeste, or, like, anyone from, Final Fantasy 6, but, like, I just never really had that same sort of attachment for some reason. And nothing wrong with Terra, nothing wrong with, Celeste. We're coming to Mexico, at least in my city. I have unlimited staying days. Hey, right on. In our Airbnb. Hey, I appreciate that. Hey, if I ever go to Mexico, I'll be sure to let you know. Who's hotter, Peach, Daisy, or Wendy O. Koopa? Oh, Wendy O. Koopa is the definitely goated in that trifecta. Only choose Rosa because she seems like she'd be the most loyal. Yeah, and down-to-earth female, yeah. To ride with you for your life. And I mean, Cecil, a fellow Harvey, chose her, so, like, I mean, respect there. Hey, D. Mitch, thank you for the $10 super chat, my dude. Appreciate that. Congratulations on the big milestone, Harv. Thank you. Wishing you continued success and happiness as you go on the YouTube journey. And shout out to Speedy for being there every step of the way. Hey, thank you, D. Mitch. Speedy's off. I'm not sure where Speedy's at right now. But he might come over and make his presence felt at some point. Hey, Mr. NA777, welcome back. Do you remember me days ago? I subbed you. Hey, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for helping me get to 20,000 subscribers. EXO505, how you doing? What would your life be if you didn't like pizza and retro games? Yeah, if Lard never existed, would you still be here with us today? That's a great question. Like, would I have still gravitated to YouTube doing something non-video game related? And, like, would I have a dog instead of Speedy? Or, like, how would things be different? Like, things would be different. It's hard to say whether I'd even be streaming or not. When you're thinking of starting Golden Sun, I don't, like, I get a lot of requests for Golden Sun. I should probably play it again. But, like, I played it a little bit in high school and I got stuck. And, like, I think it's on the Switch Online as well. Although that might not be the best way to play it since, like, Golden Sun 1 and 2 are, like, connected. But yeah, will I ever play Golden Sun? Possibly. I don't know how soon it'll be. Alexander Biz, what's that? Worst Final Fantasy I've played? If we're talking main numbered titles, probably Final Fantasy 3. Not Final Fantasy 3, but Final Fantasy 3 for the normal Nintendo. Other than that, if we're counting, like, spin-offs and stuff, X2. X2 would be my least favorite. And yes, some serious DSL. Thank you for the lard, Master Chef. Went to Guanajuato in Leon. I never felt scared walking around. Wendy's a damn turtle. Yeah. Yeah. It's minor change. Yeah, no more lard. I'm glad you're here with us. Yeah, likewise, likewise. Yeah, some universe has microharb, always clean shaven, pure vegan. Yeah, owns a dog. Lost Odyssey after Ayuden, of course. I do need to play Lost Odyssey. You're right about that. That's something I could probably get talked into. I make no promises, but like Lost Odyssey's been on my radar for years, and I know like nothing about it. Like all I know is like what Sakaguchi and like well, I think Umatsu also had something to do with it. Like a lot of the old like Final Fantasy team, I guess, just made Lost Odyssey. It, I hear it's like more Final Fantasy than like Final Fantasy 13 is, but like I haven't played it myself. Yeah, on Nintendo Switch Online. And where did you get stuck? It was somewhere around. I didn't get fired. It was somewhere around that town where people were like turned into plants or like trees or something. I didn't get much further than that. Have I played Robopon? I have not. I never heard of it. Okay, then best FF himbo. Like, do they have to be specifically like a guy bimbo? Vincent Valentine. Paxton, best FF7 girl. I go with Tifa on that one. Tifa, but Aerith would be better in bed. Nest Force. What's my opinion on the Elder Scrolls series? I tried Morrowind, didn't like it. Then I sort of alienated the series. Also, did you like Dragon Age? I don't think I played Dragon Age. So yeah, I don't really have an opinion on it. I think when I was like rooming with some people, one of them had Dragon Age, but I just didn't play it. I might like it, I don't know. But yeah, Elder Scrolls, didn't like Morrowind. Um, Skyrim looks like I could get into it, but I think those games are like ungodly long, and it's definitely harder to talk me into like a long game these days. Ugly Douglas 20k, how you doing? Jessica Mori, how are you? Funny guy, I haven't played Pizza Tower. I've had a lot of people ask me about that too. Use a password, yeah, to pass your info from Golden Sun 1 and 2. Connecting them via cable is just one option, but the password, yeah, was very long. Yeah, I heard it was a little cumbersome. Golden Sun password was such a pain. Had to write notations to distinguish between upper and lowercase, right? Letters and numbers and symbols to get it right. At least nowadays, I could just, like, take a snapshot with my phone, I suppose. Hey, Retro Video Gamer, how you doing? Congrats on your subs. Thank you, thank you. I hope you'll keep getting more. Your content is great. Appreciate that, Retro Video Gamer. We're gonna keep climbing that ladder. Alright, if one Squaresoft game could be remade like FF Remake, what would I pick? Maybe actually Parasite Eve. To be remade like FF Remake. Because like I don't want Chrono Trigger to be remade like FF Remake. If I have to collect 3 pieces of driftwood on an open world in a Chrono Trigger Final Fantasy VII Remake style game, I'm gonna cannonball out my window onto my bed and have a nap. But yeah, I think Parasite Eve would be a good choice. Jesus Duarte, welcome to the show. Yeah, Irving from 8. Oh, yeah, it was a real G, yo. Hey, Scud, good choice on Xenogears. If so long as it was actually, fully completed. Not knocking Xenogears. I'd rather, like, I don't want to say I'd rather, but, like, if they were to do an HD 2D similar in visual fidelity as the Star Ocean 2 remaster, I think that would be perfect for Xenogears. Oh, frame rate issues with Dragon Age. Hey, Matt Henneman, thank you for the lard. Congrats on 20K. Thank you, thank you. Bandit's best. How you doing? Stepping in for the stream, fam. Hey, welcome. Welcome here for the Q&A. Kafka fanboy, having trouble naming my new black female cat. We'll have to think about that one for a bit. Legend of Mana could be an interesting game. Yeah, made in the style of FF's remake. And I know they already remade this game, but, like, I would be kind of tickled if they did that with, like, Saga Frontier or something. I have such fierce nostalgia for Saga Frontier. I don't really talk about it enough. Yeah, just saying hi. Oh, I have a huge headache from today. Hey, sorry to hear that, Ugly Douglas 20K. I mean, if you need to, get in the dark, get rested, hope you feel better. It's nothing worse than a pounding headache. Yeah, Chrono Trigger doesn't need a remake. Yeah, perhaps a proper remaster with the same style. Same deal with Chrono Trigger. Like, I think a Star Ocean 2 style master would be just fine. Like, I liked what they did with Live Alive, which was like more like fully done, but I think like a half pixel motif. Oh, I would like it personally. Will you ever do commercials on your stream selling merch? I probably should, but like I just don't really, because I do have a merch shelf on my channel. Like if you go to my channel page, there's a merch shelf, and I do have some merchandise. I still need to add the mugs back on. But I have some t-shirts, I have some stickers, so if you're into that sort of thing, feel free to check it out. If you buy any of the merch, I'd love to see you in it. Chrono Trigger remake can't be botched. Right. I would argue that they need to be more careful with the Chrono Trigger remake than they would with, like, the Final Fantasy VII remake. I think people would be more upset about that. I could be mistaken, but I assume that's why they haven't, like, why they've remade Chrono Cross, like, years ago, and they still haven't done it with Trigger. You unleash your katana for the camera? Yeah, I can unsheath my blade. I don't know how to use this cotton picking thing, but I got it. Got my hilt here and everything. A rubbery type of thing. I think I can just push it up, yeah, and it'll pop off my hilt. I don't think I actually want to do that. I think I just messed. I don't think I should have done that. In any case, yeah, this is my boken. Jim Calvert, how are you? My day's been alright so far. Thanks for asking. Alright, later, paper. Alright, we gotta pick a team of top 4 worst FF party members, mainline entries only. Who you got? Okay, so we're not counting tactics then, I take it. Edward is a shoo-in. Edward... I'm kind of leaning Umaro. I don't know if that's fair, though. The reason I say that with the tactics was, like, there's those twins, and, like, one of them just sucks. And I forget which one it is. Like, it was the boy. I forget his name. But if I remember right, he was just garbage. But, like, I don't... Like, I'm just sort of cycling through. I don't think I'd put anyone in 7 or 8 or 9 or 10. Maybe Hope from 13. Who would be the 4th one? Only one of the twins from Final Fantasy IV? Only one? Since they're better as a team? Did I like the two Knights of the Old Republic games? I didn't actually play either of them. I think I would like them, though. Oddly enough, I watched a video about the first Knights of the Old Republic, and I'm like, I don't know if I'll ever play this. How about I just watch this review on it? And then I watched the review, and they talked about a spoiler, and I'm like, I actually didn't want to know that spoiler, but like, how was I supposed to know that like this specific game would have had a spoiler that I would have rather not known about? I should play them though, at least the first one. I heard the battle system was sort of like, was it Final Fantasy 12? Like sort of, like maybe not with the Gambit system. I don't know. I've heard they're good. Paxton, have I seen this dog? I have now. Yeah, I'm not sure what Speedy's doing right now. Mookie, who's a better friend, Donkey or Mater? Is this a Shrek question? Donkey. When are we getting the Mega Man record? I like honestly, Oso Gringo. I don't know when I'm gonna be up for that again. For a bit. Last time I did it, I wasn't. I didn't really have the energy for it. It might be something I could justify when I go to do the 24-hour stream I want to do. That would help fill some of the time. But yeah, I actually don't really know right now when I want to get back to trying to get my Mega Man 11 world record. We're currently second. Hey, Jay Montaigne. Tales of Vesperia is still the best Tales of game. I haven't played that one. I've played Tales of Destiny 2, which I liked a lot on PS1. I played Tales of Legendia, which I also liked, but found the game got a little long in the tooth after about like halfway through. And I've played like maybe a quarter of Tales of Symphonia, which I should actually play through at some point. I have it on GameCube. I also bought it on Steam, expecting to stream it at some point, and I still haven't. Edward yeah, Tella. Yeah, Umaro, and, yeah, I think Tella instead of one of the twins. Now that you mention it. Yeah, Quickie the cat. Yeah, a good name for a female cat, matches Speedy. Yeah, Star Ocean 2 is the golden standard of a lovingly remastered JRPG classic. I had so much fun with Star Ocean 2 Remaster. Like, it was just kind of, because, like, not only was Gonza asking me to play it for 6 years, so it was just, like, it was fun to, like, actually play it after all this time. But it was just a very well-made remaster. Great quality of life additions. It was excellently done. Like Scud said there, gold standard for remastered JRPG classics. Oops. I'm so far behind on comments. Bear with me here. Oh, Karma Joel, hey. Yeah, I probably missed your comment like 5 minutes ago. I'm so far behind on these comments here. Expect FF6 remaster. I heard they were talking about doing an FF6 remaster. They should. At least like an Octo... Like I was saying with the Star Ocean 2. I'd love to see Final Fantasy 6 done that way. Like how they did it in the Pixel remaster, but only in the opera scene. The whole game should have looked like that. Name sounds better, Lilac or Daisy? I'm leaning towards Lilac on that one. Oh, the way I say merch reminds you of Scott Pilgrim. I mean, we're both Canadian. R. Fleming, no, I've never been to Japan. I think it'd be a fun place to go. Like, love their games. Do I watch anime? Not surprisingly, no. Like, I think I could get into anime, but like, I mostly just watch like Dragon Ball growing up, and bits and pieces of other stuff. Hey, Mr. Be Good, how you doing? How's it feel to be the best streamer? Thank you. Thank you for saying kind words to me. Very normal guy. How you doing? Yeah, Rafa and Malik. Thank you. I think Malik was the one I was referring to. Frey, your least favorite 9 character besides Amaranth. Yeah, their skills, yeah, suck terribly. Yeah, sort of like a random thing, but didn't do a lot of damage. Got any favorite songs, bands? Well, like, my favorite, like, Depeche Mode's probably my favorite band. And, like, there's a bit of a cop-out answer, but I always say, like, uh, I Feel You, like, then into Walking in My Shoes, like, those two songs together, on their Songs of Faith and Devotion album, is, like, my favorite song. Like, I can't listen to one without the other. But I'm a big Rammstein fan, too. I have a hard time, like, I'm not even sure what my favorite Rammstein song would be. I haven't really thought about that too much, because, like, I've had various and sundry songs of theirs be, like, at the top of the pile. Like, you know, like, Sauna's a good one, Mein Herz Brent, like, Du Hast is classic. Engal, Wu Bis too. They also did, like, well, like, Tier Lindemann, anyway, did, like, a side project album called Lindemann. It was him and someone else from, like, a well-known band, but, like, I always forget who. But, like, the first album they did, called Skills and Pills, if you're a Rammstein fan and you haven't listened to that Skills and Pills album, you need to listen to that. It's so good. It's in English, and it's so good. Least, ooh, I don't even know if I can answer that. Least favorite, worst Suikoden. Least favorite Suikoden character is Gorudo from Suikoden 2. Gorudo, however you say. I hate him with all my heart. Hate him. Um, as for worst, I don't really know. Oh, Chuchara, the baby, also Suikoden 2. The baby octopus that sucks horribly. Like the two grown-up octopus you can recruit. Um, you know, at least they're like okay. I would never like normally get either octopus in that game. But like getting the kid, like you would think they'd have like a unite attack or something, but no, they're just there's other reasons why I think that character's horrible, but it's kind of very spoiler heavy. So yeah, I guess those would be my answers. Hey Ben Gower, thank you, 20K, congrats. Been able to tune in recently. Hey, glad to have you along, Ben. Appreciate it. Or is the lard that is approaching provoking black clouds in isolation? I hope not. VTSP. VTZP, how you doing? Why did you decide to have a channel? It was after my wrestling, like, I started a YouTube channel just to begin with, just because, like, I was like, I don't know, I like video games, like, I've always been sort of like, I was gearing up at the time to, like, do pro wrestling and stuff, so I just figured why not try YouTube, but then, you know, after that, after I tried to wrestle and it didn't pan out, I just eventually took YouTube more seriously, and it just sort of worked out for me better. So it's just more like I just kind of wanted to fill that entertainer's void in my heart, like by and large. FF8, it's only for a short while, but when Adea joins, she's a playable character. You discover she's a terrible character. Nothing good to offer. I don't think I ever really used her just because, like, for that reason. For the spoiler you're talking about in Knights of the Old Republic, it's kind of painfully obvious. Oh, okay. Painfully obvious just a few hours into the game. Okay. Gotcha. KOTOR 1 and 2 are my favorite pieces of Star Wars anything ever. Okay, highly worth playing, yeah, even if you know a spoiler. Yeah, I guess I should preface it with, like, that's not why I'm, like, not playing it. And, like, Anthony's saying it's, like, it's kind of like an obvious spoiler, so I guess it's not, like, a huge deal, but, like, no, I've heard great things about it. There was supposed to be, like, a Switch re-release, and that's, like, in development hell, I guess. So, I don't know, maybe I'll wait for it to be, like, Well, like, that wouldn't, well, because I have to reevaluate games that I play nowadays, because, like, I'm pretty dead set on doing more, like, vertical streaming stuff. And anything that's, like, widescreen is sort of just not on the table for, like, a vertical stream. Because, like, the format just isn't good for it. So the only reason I say that is, like, I would probably want to play, like, the original version of the game, like, if I were to play them. Because I assume, like, Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2 are probably closer to, like, a 4x3. Like, I don't think widescreen was, like, fully adopted yet at that point. Ben 10, I have a Sephiroth behind me. I got a Dragon Quest slime. I got a Mario mushroom. That's a Cloud Strife amiibo back there. Yeah, that's so funny, Zan, how you found me during like, the Peninsula, like, not that it's Breath of Fire, but that it was, like, a short of a video that I made back in, like, 2014? It might have been 10. 10 or 14. Ancient clip that I repurposed as a short, so that's just funny to me that that's how you found me, but hey, glad to have you here. Kotar 2 is actually unfinished. Oh, really? Almost exactly like Xenogears would decide. But dedicated teams of fans actually work their asses off. Oh, really? That's awesome. I assume that's just, like, not possible with Xenogears. Like, we just don't know enough about the full scope. I'd love to see that completed. Xenogears is so good. I need to play that again. That game's amazing. Disc 1 is just... If Disc 2 was like Disc 1, I'd probably be telling you that, like, Xenogears is my favorite game. Like, that game is so good. But Disc 2 is just kind of like... That's what it's like. How you doing, Josh? Symphonia's second best and also GameCube version is still best. Smoke it, how you doing? Have you ever played... No! I've had people ask me about New Vegas as well. Helped me a lot after I lost my legs and balls in Iraq. Oh. My goodness. Not like a true RPG, but still. No, I've heard good things about New Vegas. Like, that it's, like, one of the best ones. I've never played a Fallout game. I actually have New Vegas. Or I did. It might be in my car. I used to keep my music CDs in my Fallout New Vegas case. I don't know why. But I did. Alright, Fleming, do I have or collect handbooks, guides? I don't, like, collect them per se, but, like, I do have this old, like, popcorn tin full of old manuals that I've had over the years. And I also have the Tecmo Secret of the Stars manual, but I don't own the game. Because, like, I was done. This is, like, when I was new to eBay. Because I saw, like, oh, Tecmo Secret of the Stars. I'm like, oh, it's like $5. Yeah, I'll get it. But it was just, like, the manual. Like, well, I guess I have the manual now. But no, I have a few guides, too. The most recent one I bought, I got it, like, probably about a year ago now, was a Breath of Fire 4 guide. I just happened to find one. I went to a local, like, used game store, and there it was, this Breath of Fire 4 strategy guide. I'm like, give me that immediately. How the hell is this here? So whenever I decide to do Breath of Fire 4 shorts, or stream the game for that matter, I'm going to bust that puppy out. I know exactly where it is, so that'll be fun to actually utilize. Kenna, how you doing? How long did it take to grow my beard? I don't know, about a year or so. I've trimmed it a few times. I don't have an exact time frame. Yeah, DS has a lot of good RPGs on it. If you had a DS Lite, you have the catalog. Right, yeah. Of GBA games as well. Yeah, the DS I had was had the like the Game Boy Advance, like I could play Game Boy Advance games on it. Mob Psycho is like the new best anime. Only one of your favorite shows could exist. What show would you want it to be? I mean, I guess something like Monday Night Raw, or like, maybe. I don't really watch TV. But yeah, something like that. I would say Raw, probably. Rest WWF. If it means I get access to like all of them, like not even like even if it just includes everything like up to date, like that's a lot of TV. Am I gonna play Sandland? I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I don't know if I'll play it necessarily. I don't know if I'll have time. Hey, Reggie Player One, how you doing? Thanks. Hey, thank you. Hope you're doing well, Reggie. I'm so far behind on comments, folks. I'm trying to get caught up, so forgive me. You live anywhere in the world besides Canada, where are you living? I mean, I probably would just go somewhere like in the States. I don't know like where specifically, but like if language barrier wasn't an issue, I'd probably go to Japan. Oh, how about the cat person? So we could, what's the name? Chipu or something? I mean, he's a cat. Is a cat person though. I can't dislike a cat person. I don't have it in me. But I see what you're going for there. Tales of Vesperia. Oh, $10 on PS. That's pretty good. In US. Well, that'd be like, $4 trillion Canadian, but no, like that's I should play more Tales. I've never streamed a Tales of game. I don't know why. Just never have. But yeah, thanks, Reggie. I think I'm getting caught up, maybe, possibly. Never mind. I thought I was. Alright, Saint, thanks for stopping in. Thank you for the lard. Pretty close to the truth. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and both of them, yeah, came out on the first Xbox, right on. The Knights of the Old Republic. Party Fox Games, I'm happy for you. Oh, first short was an Earthbound. Nice. Hey, Mark, how you doing tonight? Yeah, Xenogears this too is a PowerPoint presentation, yeah, with exquisite music. Yeah, music's great in Xenogears. I still like listing. I always get the name of it wrong, but like Bonds of Fire, what? Bonds of Sea and Fire, Fire and I think so. Bonds of Sea and Fire, something like that. I love that song. I love it so much. I don't know the name of it, but like when I go to, this is me typing. When I go to look it up, I find it just fine. And was it Awakening? Like the final boss music is oh. I'm convinced that in early development for Xenogears, like I think they were like tentatively gonna have that be like Chrono Trigger 2. Because there's a Luca cameo in Xenogears. And like the final boss music, there's like Lavos sounds in it. Not like him going or whatever, but like his music. Which just makes me think that might have been intended at first. I heard Daggerfall is mind-bogglingly big. Jez Green, I don't really watch football. But yeah, I'm almost caught up here. Hey, Rusty, thank you. Congrats on 20K. Very deserving of a great guy like you. Hey, I appreciate you saying that, Rusty. Next big goal? That's a great question, because, like, I'm just kind of... Like, I feel like 100,000 subscribers is actually possible now. Like, it's not, like, a guarantee. Like, I still gotta keep grinding it out, but... I just want to get to, like, 30K. Like, just try to keep... Just keep at it. Keep growing. I think if I keep at it at this rate, 30K will be here before I even know it, so... Now I just kind of want to give as big of a push as I can to see how far I can get. I think this is kind of my... this is what I've been waiting for. But yeah, I keep growing the channel, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I might be able to do, like, exclusively do this. Full time. Track the growth of your beard. Yeah, well, yeah, you could. Yeah, right, Kevin. Yeah, just, like... Do like a time lapse. Watch the beard grow out. Probably just go back to my first, not my most recent, but like before that Chrono Trigger video where I was clean shaven. Then just trace the growth. Question for Harv: Can you do can you do the Lavos sound again? That's the best I got. Enjoy making a full playthrough, but as a walkthrough of Breath of Fire 1 and 2 in your style with your strategies, a video specifically. Whenever I go back to playing Breath of Fire again, which I'm thinking I'm going to do maybe around July, I'm tentatively thinking about Breath of July this July. Breath of Fire 2 I know pretty well, so like I wouldn't mind doing like more specifically like a guide for that. Breath of Fire 1 I know like pretty well. 4 I should be able to do a guide because I have the guide. So yeah, like I'm not opposed to that. Just doing like a regular playthrough, but try to be fairly like in depth about it with like secrets and stuff. Gotta head out. All right, Zombie Kitty, thanks for stopping in. Here's the 25k. When we get to 25k, I'm gonna make another YouTube play button. I've been since 100 subscribers. I've been making my own play buttons. Like 100 subscribers, I made like a paper one. For 250, I made one out of Play-Doh, and like 500, I made one that was like tomato sauce with lard in it. I've done stuff like that. For 10,000, I got like the sort of bronzy looking one. I'm probably gonna do like a coppery looking one for 25,000. I don't know if I'll even do one for 50,000. I might just wait for YouTube to take care of it from there. Hey, thanks, R. Fleming. Congrats on the 20k, by the way. Such a great streamer. Hope your channel keeps... Hey, I appreciate that. I hope so, too. Let's keep at it. Hey, thanks, Jay Montaigne. Cactus still here. Sorry. Yeah, no worries, Cactus. I'm still getting caught up with the chat. Trying. Oh, Mateus with his mother till Friday. Oh, got it. What are you playing right now, Cactus? Mr. Dinklepuss, thank you for the lard. Have I been to any places in the U.S.? The only place I've been in the U.S. was Maine, when I was a little kid. And right before we needed a passport to go to the States, I was there once. So that would have been, I don't know, 12 years ago now, I think. What would be your dream wrestling match to see live? Any two wrestlers from any era alive or dead? I would have loved to have seen Kurt Angle versus Bret Hart. Like, just in, you know, both of them in their primes. I would have loved to have seen that. Yeah, sounds great, yeah. Yeah, focus. Oh, that's my plan. Continue to focus on SNES, PS1 RPGs. That's my wheelhouse. So, I just think that generally makes for better videos anyway. When I'm playing stuff that I'm like, not only that I'm more passionate about, but just stuff that I like. Just if I can share, just like, oh, did you know that you could do like this random little thing in this game? It's like, oh, I never knew that. It's like stuff like that's just fun. Just learning new stuff. And then like you guys tell me stuff that I didn't know about these games, so it's fun for everybody. Mino, how you doing? Not a big fan of live streams, but you're pretty cool. I appreciate you saying that. I think it's worth using my free question for the stream. My pleasure, Mark. Yeah, Breath of June, yeah, works too. Got one pretty much. Oh, Breath of Fire one, yeah. Pooped your pants at work today, but only a little. Not enough to stop working, eh? The difference between a 700k stream channel and yours with 20 is that your personality is humble. You take your time. Hey, I thank you for saying that, Ella. Take your time with your viewers. Yeah, they feel as part of the stream. Yeah, like that's part of the fun of it for me too. Like I'm trying my best to chat with people. Hey, Jonathan, how are you? Just wanted to stop in and say hey. Congrats on 20k subs. Much love. I'll see you eventually. Yeah, likewise, Jonathan. Thank you. I'll catch you later. But yeah, no, it's just like I like to chat with you guys and like like I just it's like, how do I even say this? Like, I know, like, just like if I could, like, if I am talking, like, if I'm watching a YouTuber and I like leave a comment or something, they actually like comment back. It's like, oh, the YouTuber actually talked to me. So it's like it's nice to just be able to do that for other people. So to like just try to be very as interactive as I can with the chat is, I try my best. 'Cause it's one of those things where it's like, you know, it's just a little effort for me, but it could mean a lot to you. So it's definitely a worthwhile trade-off. Hey, thanks, Mr. Dinglepuss. It's been a long time coming. I'm happy to see this growth lately. Look into, oh yeah, look into getting a 3D printed play button. I might be able to, there might be a 3D printer at like a library around here. I might be able to do something like that. I'll have to look into it. Ooh, CM Punk versus Stone Cold in their prime. Oh, that would have been a good one too. Straight Edge versus, you know, Stone Cold. You a Godzilla fan, and are you planning on seeing -1 or Godzilla X Kong? I wouldn't say that I'm like a Godzilla fan. Like I'm sure if I sat down and watched Godzilla movies, I'd like them just fine. But like I don't follow Godzilla super closely. Back in the day, I actually had a soft spot for the Godzilla game on the NES, though. I'm under the impression it's not a great game, but like I liked it as a kid. Ooh, what'd you make thy scallywag as a kid? Yeah, Master Materia play button. How you doing, Isaac? Ooh, I'm almost caught up. I think one of the hardest decisions Mega Harp will have to make is if chat becomes too busy, they have to make subscribe. Yeah, like if we keep growing, like right now, like my most concurrent viewers I've had in a stream was like it was 290 people, which is like that's hard to keep up with and play the game and stuff. So like I think the first logical step would be to just have a slow mode, because like that would just sort of like cut the knees out from people that like spam the same question like 5-6 times in a row. Like it would cut that out. Like it wouldn't need to be like a long thing, but like I think that'd be a logical first step. But like I don't know if it gets that busy, maybe I would have to do that. Hey, Cowboy Indian Joe, welcome to the chat. You're good. Yeah, no, I'm glad you like. I'm glad you guys like chatting too. Like I say, that's it's got all the fun of a live stream to me to interact with the chat. Otherwise, it's like, why don't you just make a pre-recorded video? Now it's like, okay, so like say there's exceptions to that, because like say that I were to have like a guest on the show, like where I'm like physically actually speaking to somebody and they're speaking back to me. I'm not going to be able to interact with the chat as much if I do that. Like I could glance at it, but I couldn't. It's pretty much impossible for me to like interact with another person in real time like that and interact with the chat. So like if that happens, forgive me. But like, you know, in a situation like this where it's just me, I'll do what I can to follow the chat. Fire Emblem much? I'm not a huge Fire Emblem guy. I could probably get into it, but like I played Path of Radiance on the GameCube, and it was the first Fire Emblem I played, and like I got permadeathed early on, and I'm like, no thanks. But I did try like the Famicom one. It might be the actual first Fire Emblem, and I kind of liked it. Because like you can like you do the battles, but like you can go in towns during the battles, sort of. I say go in towns, but like you can, like to some degree. But like I thought it was interesting, but like I didn't see it through. Oh, from Iowa, right on. Greetings from Canada, from the Maritimes. Alex Gamer. 2 trailer. Oh, we're getting another GTA 6 trailer April 2nd. Cool. Lion King. Oh, came with your Sega Genesis. Oh my goodness. I've played that game. That's a tough one. D-Mitch, have a good night, everyone. You too, D-Mitch. Thanks. Thanks again, RVA. My pleasure. Didn't think you realized how many nights you've helped people by being so reliable and streaming consistently. That's what I hope. That, like, whatever it is I'm doing here is actually, like, making a difference for people, whether they let me know or not. Because, like, I've been there where, no, I wasn't necessarily feeling the greatest, but, like, I would find a YouTuber, and it's like, you know what, I connect with this person. You know, it just kind of helps take the edge off. So if I'm able to do that for other people, then, like, that's amazing. But yeah, have a good one, D-Mitch. Thanks for stopping in. So I have to ask, you know, which game, any chance, as a one-off? I'm trying to like. I think you're asking me what games would I do as a one-off that I like haven't that like specifically that I haven't yet. Uh I should have an answer for that, but like I don't know. Like if I were ever to play like Fax Xanadu for the NES, that would probably be a one-off. I should have more answers for this. I might do another like Gran Turismo, like certain racing games. I wouldn't mind doing like one-off. Maybe Gran Turismo 2 again. I haven't played that in years, but like I like that game a lot, or I did. Oh, how did I like Live Alive? I liked it. Live Alive was a weird one for me because like I liked it, but like after I finished it, I like it more. Like once after I played through the whole game and like the way that it all like tied together, it made me like the game even more. Like I have a very high opinion of Live Alive, but like I could see someone playing like halfway through this game and being like, I don't see what the big deal is about it. It's a bit of a weird one, but no, I like it a lot. I wouldn't mind trying it again some point. I might even play like the Super Nintendo version if I were to revisit it. Let me see if anyone else put something in the Q&A. No, they didn't. It's fine at this point. I may as well just follow the chat. Best I can. No, the Uncharted series. Oh yeah, try not to be pushy. Would I be able to? I forget. Like, would I be able to play through that in like one sitting in Uncharted, or it's just more like, hey, give it a try type of thing? Trying to remember. Like, I swear I have an Uncharted game. Like physically have one for PS3. Because there was like some period where I bought some game for PS3. I want to say it was Uncharted. And I also bought like the Move, like the PlayStation Move. I didn't even have a PS3 yet, but I bought them anyway. Hey, Dog Day, welcome back. Burnout 3. I played one of the Burnouts. Maybe it was 3. Yeah, yeah. Gran Turismo 2 is the best back in the day. Oh, I had so much fun with it. Yeah, seems like Octopath. Yeah, sort of. I haven't played enough Octopath, but like, if I understand right with Octopath, like the 8 characters are like in the same towns in the same area, sort of. Where like Live Alive, it's a little more spread out, like throughout history. Did I look in the Michael Mervin? I didn't look in the fridge. You're right. It might be in there, or the freezer for that matter. Ooh, favorite Deltarune chapter? Probably 2. They're both great, but yeah, probably 2. Thoughts on PS Portal? Is that lumbering Switch looking contraption? I think it's ugly. I don't really have a use for one myself. I could see them being useful to somebody. Hey, thanks, Jaden. Nathan Drake collection and Uncharted 4. Oh, we're both PSN free games in the last. Oh, I might have one on my. I might have downloaded one on PS. Uh, whatever PSN. Oh, you could do it in one sitting. Oh, beating the first 3 in under 4 hours, but it's also broken up in chapters. Oh, okay. I always assume those games were like. I didn't think they were. I didn't know how long they were, but I didn't think you'd be able to like power through one in like one sitting like that. I mean, that definitely makes it more likely that I could do that for you since you've been waiting this long for me to play it. Yeah, I don't like. Eventually, I'll probably play Octopath, but you know, I just haven't yet. I don't know, is my comment too big for you? Oh, I might have missed it. I don't know. Uh, Reggie. I'm not seeing it in the main chat. Did you put it in the... I don't see it in the questions chat either. Yeah, I don't know, Reggie. I don't see it. I don't know what happened. Have I seen the movie Chicken Run? I don't believe so. Chicken Run Dawn of the Nugget. I don't think so. Never had a PSP. I think I was kind of missing out. Hey, LBS. Yeah, not gonna lie. It's weird. Yeah, not... Yeah, seeing you not play video games. Yeah, like, it's just kind of like a... You know, a special occasion thing. Like, every so often... Like, even before, like, every so often, I would do, like, a just chatting stream, but, like... I figure for 20,000 subscribers, we got a lot of new people here, so, like, I figured I would do just, like, a general, like, Q&A thing. Then I can focus, like, more specifically on the chat and, you know, answering questions. But no, I'll be playing, I'll be back playing games again tomorrow. If we ever get a snowstorm this year, I was going to, like, go out, like, and use my data and do, like, an IRL stream and just be like, hey, look at all this beautiful snow we have here, but, like, where I live, we got like one snowfall. It melted in like 2 days. And that's like been it. Like, it rained here just the other day. I think it was raining a bit today. It's the end of March. Like, this has been the weirdest winter. I'm not opposed to the lack of snow, but like, it's certainly unusual. Gotta go. Alright, Dog Day. Have yourself a good one. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, no, I didn't go through again. You didn't use the word pickle in it for some reason, did you? I'm wondering if you said something that might have been a shadow ban thing. Yeah, I don't know. Have I ever played any of the Metal Gear Solid series? I only played the first one, and it's good. And I should play it again, and also other Metal Gear games. Good series. I should play them more. Oh, trying Starry for the first time. Oh, it's what replaced... Oh, Sierra Mist. Oh, okay. That's like the... It's like a drink. At first when Mist, I was thinking like... The PC game Mist. I'm like, did Sierra do that? But it's like, oh, I think you're talking about a beverage. How you doing, Cookie Lottle? Oh, I got the... Oh, nice. Finally got yourself the Sans final attack. Hey, you're right there. Best of luck, Cookie Lottle. Cats are cool. What's happening? Yeah, only got one snowstorm. Would you possibly consider making a series on lesser-known game that I enjoy playing called New World? Well, I am not familiar with it. Certainly tell me more about it. I don't want to promise anything, but... I don't know it, so I wouldn't be on my go-to list offhand. Do I remember... Wait, Story of Undertale? What's that? Story of Undertale from 2017? I'm not sure what that specifically is. I had like 2 huge snowfall, yeah, last week here in Colorado. Apparently, like, Nova Scotia got hit pretty hard a few times, but, like, we just didn't really get snow this year. Hey, Cortez, welcome to the chat. Get shadow banned on YouTube comments every day, not profanity, just normal dictionary words Google doesn't like. But I'm going to move on to other subjects. Yeah, because that board... Yeah, no, I get you, Laertes. Oh, it's like Sprite. Okay. Would have liked to see snow. Yeah, all the ski resorts near where I used to live. Oh, had blizzard warnings. Oh, really? This season. Oh, Starry's like Pepsi's version of Sprite. I thought that was 7-Up. I figured, yeah, I don't know. I never have played any Oddworld games. I might have one on Steam. I've never played them, though. Yeah, thanks, Dan. I do have a Discord server. Feel free to ask me stuff there as well. Cosmenko, how you doing? Would you characterize your snowfall as just a Scotia? Just a little Scotia. A little skosh, snow. Hey, Scott Rush. Yeah, snow is just cooler rain. Hey, the one with unquenchable thirst. Thank you. Big congrats on the 20K. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you send me a question the proper way. Okay. I will look, though. Are you planning? Yes. Are you planning to have a P.O. box again? Do you like puzzle games? It is starting to, like, roll through my head about actually getting the P.O. box. I'm slowly but surely starting to get my act together. Behind the scenes at Mega Harv Enterprises. But whenever I do finally get my P.O. box in order, I will let you guys know. I don't like maybe I should make a video just being like, "Hey, I got my P.O. box." Cuz yeah, I'll obviously have to link to it somewhere. It'll be in the video description if I do. But yeah, whenever I get a P.O. box, I'll definitely let you know. That's long overdue, but I need to get one sooner than later. Like for real. For realsies this time. Should play a totally not hard trust me game called Darkwood. What's it like? You're not yet 20K. Am I going to Disneyland? No, just Lardville. It's like a zipline park, but you land in like buckets of lard. It's so fun. I'm kidding, but I wish I wasn't kidding. Do I get milk in a bag? I met a Canadian who insists that bagged milk is normal there, as opposed to it is. Bagged milk is. I don't typically get bagged milk because like generally how that works is if you're getting like 4 liters of milk at a time, it'll come in bags. So like I'm not generally gonna drink that much milk like before it goes bad. So like I don't buy it in bags. I'll usually get it in a carton. But yeah, you can get bagged milk. It'd be harder for you to find a place where you can't buy milk in a bag that sells like volumes of milk up to like 2 liters. Because if they're selling 2 liters, they'll probably have like 4 liters, but in bags. But yeah, we have bagged milk here. It's a super common thing. Growing up, we used to have bagged milk. So yeah, it just comes in a bag. You have like a pitcher that it goes in. That it's just kind of shaped like the bag of milk. You put it in the pitcher, you snip the one of the corners, and that's the milk. Then you don't have this big old carton to deal with. It's just like this little bit of plastic you throw away. But yeah, bagged milk. It's super common here in Canada. Hey, thanks, Zan. You can confirm, am Canadian, and milk comes in a bag. But yeah, it's normal here. You'll probably overuse a plank with nails while playing it. Oh, with the deadwood? Darkwood, sorry. Will we need different postage if you send stuff from the US to your P.O. box? Yeah, like international, like it would cost more, I would assume, to send stuff internationally. And it would probably also take longer. But you could also probably get like it depends how much trust you have in the postal service, whether or not you'd want like because I figure most times you'd be fine sending like an untracked item, but like if it gets lost, then you're kind of up a creek. Then it's lost or whatever. But yeah, down in Larderitaville, yeah. There are other shadow banned words, but it's like stuff that you would expect to be shadow banned. I'm not going to repeat them right now. But you can probably guess. If you guess correctly, it won't show up in the chat. But no, Pickle's the only one that's like a joke. The rest of them are like serious shadow banned words. Or censor bypasses that I thought people might try. Oh, Quick Trip gas station. Oh, in the Midwest, US. Really? Has had bagged milk since the early 2000s. Oh, I had no idea. I get asked about bagged milk. Not a lot, but like enough. I just figured it wasn't a thing in the States. Klondike stopped made Choco Taco. A different level of upset about that. I never ate a lot of Klondike bars, but I mean, something called Choco Taco sounds like I'd be into it. Oh, really? You had bagged milk too, eh, Cactus? Back in the 90s. Haven't seen that years and years. Was it like a little bag, or was it like a good, like a half gallon? Because like I've never seen like like mini sip size bag milk. All the bag milk I see up here is like usually like a liter and a third or so. It always made me laugh because it's like, okay, here's 4 liters of milk. We split it up between 3 bags. It's like, well, one of those bags is supposed to have a little more milk in it then, and I know you didn't do that. It's really 3.9999 repeating liters of milk. Have you heard about Opus in Heaven? I don't think so. Turn-based game in space? A turn-based musical pattern game? I'm certainly intrigued by that description. Oh my god, and yeah, and stuff being held up in customs for as long as customs feels like holding on to stuff. Played any of the Stalker games? I have not. Never heard of that. I don't know. They're the only two things I can think of that would possibly get my comment shadow banned. No, it's not Kick or Steam. It just like it's bad words. Stuff that has no business being in my stream. I don't think you're posting the words, Reg. I don't think those are the words. It's just hateful stuff. Personal conspiracy theory is that Klondike is absolutely planning to bring back the Choco Taco. Oh, maybe as a publicity stunt. Is that like the Mick Pizza? Like in that... Or maybe I'm thinking more the McRib. They're like, we'll make more money with it if it's like a seasonal thing than if it's out all the time. Brian, how you doing? Oh, New World is great. I think you would get a kick out of it. Turn-based musical pattern opera. Hey, Callum Bell, thank you. Congrats on the 20K, appreciate it. Do other beverages come in those bags? No, obsess all you want. Sorry to obsess, it's just odd to me. Yeah, because like orange juice can be in the same gallon jug here that milk comes in. Yeah, like it's pretty much only milk. Like you might find, like a little thing of like Tang or whatever. Like we have like juice bags sort of things. Like we have like mini sips, or we used to. Which is kind of similar. But we do have the ones that are like not the see-through bags, but sort of like a half stand-upable bag that you can like stick a straw into. But not like the way milk is in a bag. Like milk being in a bag is like exclusively a milk thing. I don't know why they don't. Well, maybe they don't do it with like juice and stuff. I don't know if like the acids in it might degrade the quality of the plastic enough that it makes it more not hazardous, but like prone to breaking during shipping. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's pretty much just milk. Favorite dessert? I mean, I love ice cream or cake. Probably those. Tiramisu's pretty good. I haven't had that in a while. Yeah, Nightbot's having a nap. I don't know. Hey, Foofle, how you doing? It's all good. JRPG inspired. What's happening? Last. Hey, SNES, how are you? I never have watched Hazbin Hotel. Last Taco Choco I bought was 1 year ago from a neighborhood run ice cream truck. Oh, remember the McPizzas? Yeah, that was like back in like elementary school for me. Taco Choco still exists. I only see them in the summer in the ice cream trucks. McRib was actually created as a placeholder until they could until they could step up chicken nugget production. How you doing, Shadow Splitter? Yeah, Capri Suns, basically, yeah. So Disney sold classic moves in the 90s. Got it before it goes back in the Disney vault. Right. I remember that now. Stalker was the first playthrough you ever watched. So sad my laptop couldn't play without becoming a PowerPoint presentation. Wasn't even in English. Oh, and watch some Russian guy play. J-Craft Charger. I never have actually seen the Titanic. I'm quite familiar with the music in the Titanic, but I've never really watched it myself. I'm just not a huge movie guy. I just don't watch a lot of movies. Gotta get on your level of consistency with the stream span. I'm behind again. Well, I mean, that's just like kind of the thing about it, SNES. Because like when I was first doing YouTube, I had a hard time like keeping consistent because like I did shift work. It's nearly impossible to get like a consistent schedule if it's like, like I was doing shift work, so I'd work like 6 to 2 in the morning one day, but then I'd have like a day off, but then I'd have to be in like overnight. Then I'd have a day off, and then I'd have to be in on like a like an afternoon, and then I'd have to work the weekend. So it's like I can't keep a consistent schedule. So like, no, I get it, my dude. I hope your work situation can settle into such a way to allow you to stream some more. But I mean, at least you're getting lots of overtime. Make that bag while you can. Taco Bell made us think about discontinuing the Mexican pizza because they thought the cardboard was bad. So many people stopped going there altogether that they had to close half of them down. Because because Mexican pizza was like a super popular thing. I'm not, like, I must have had a Capri Sun in my day, but I couldn't remember a time that I have. I used to watch Nintendo Capri Sun, if that counts. I mean, I still check up on him every now and again. It depends what he's playing. Watch him play Lufia 2. Oh, the juice is an ugly gray color. What's lovely when every house is the window held air conditioning. Yeah, and the city doesn't want to pay. Yeah, to fix anything, and yeah, wants to put project in front of the name. Going to sleep because it's 11:20 for me. All right, have a good night, LBS. I'll see you in the next stream. Outro music. All right, have a good sleep, LBS. Hey, Natalie, what's going on? It's because juice was an ugly gray color. How you doing? Hello, hello. Yeah, hello, hello, hello. Need to hit the sack. All right, Cosmenko, thanks for stopping in. Tell me about your first experience playing Earthbound for the first time. How'd that go? How old were you? Oh, I must have been 10. I think I got it the winter of 95. So how that started was I used to go to like a summer day camp. And like one of my buddies that went to the summer day camp, he brought with him the strategy guide for Earthbound. I had never heard of Earthbound before. But he brought the strategy guide in with him, and I like read through it, and I'm like, this looks so interesting. Like the concept of there being like an RPG that like wasn't taking place in like medieval times, but like a more modern setting, I thought was super cool. So like I ended up asking my folks for it for Christmas, and I got it. And like, man, like I don't really remember like specifically the first playthrough. The main thing I remember was the first time that I played Earthbound. I beat the game 4 times in a row before I played anything else. Like I just couldn't get enough of it. Like I beat the game, turned it off, started it again, and I did that 4 times in a row. Which was something like even for other games that I liked a lot, I just never did. So like yeah, that was God, almost there like 29 years ago now. 28, 29 years ago. Yeah, but I would have been 10 years old. But yeah, had the strategy guide and everything. Hey, thanks, Kevin. But yeah, I'm focusing on streaming as much as I can right now. I would do a bit like I'm trying to figure out right now my exact limit because like I've been kind of pushing myself pretty hard lately, and my body's sort of rejecting how hard I've been pushing myself. So I've just been sporadically taking days off. Like I didn't stream yesterday, Friday. I don't know what I'm gonna stream. Like I know what I would stream if I stream, but like Friday I might not stream at all. I might just do like a half day. I just don't know yet. But hey, no, thank you. I wanna gotta keep the pressure on, keep it going. A Fruit by the Foot had a Nintendo promotion at one point. Oh, there were tips on the paper. Favorite Earthbound songs? I like the Bionic Kraken song, or well, Kraken of the Sea is like definitely one of my favorites, and like Pokey Means Business, another favorite. Um, I like the Winters, just Winters in general, probably because I got the game for Christmas, and like the whole Winters area gives me that Wintersy vibe. So like I like that area, and the song that plays when you fight the insane cultists, I always forget the name of that one. Battle Against, is that the Unsettling Foe? I like that song a lot with like the bongo drums. Another song I like a lot. Oh yeah, Earthbound had a lot of WTF moments. Hey 11K06, can you show me the definition of woke up and chose violence? I've been awake for a little while, so unfortunately I can't. Yeah, 22 and 95. Oh, right on. More about it. It'd be really cool. Yeah, to see me play it on stream. What was it, New World? First RPG I ever played, I think it was Dragon Warrior 1. Otherwise known as Dragon Quest. Another one that I always like to talk about, though, when people ask me that question is Little Ninja Brothers for the normal Nintendo. Most of the battles in the game were like a top-down, like beat-em-up sort of battle system, but it did have turn-based battles in it. And it was multiplayer. I might stream that again, but like, it'd be a better game to, like, if I were to revisit it, it would be better to have like a second player, I think. The candy liquor. Do you need that candy licked? Always. Have I seen The Crow? Believe it or not, I've never seen The Crow. I'm familiar with it. That was the one that had Brandon Lee in it, right? But no, I never actually saw it. First anime, that would have been oh, Samurai Pizza Cats would probably be considered anime. So that. Other than that, though, probably Dragon Ball. First RPG I ever played was Dragon Warrior for 10 minutes as a child, but kept getting killed and gave up. I always liked watching my brother play them growing up. Do you have any unpopular video game opinions? Probably. Like, I don't know if it's unpopular, but I'm very open about my dislike for the Wild Arms games. And I get really annoyed with, when I played Ocarina of Time, like the Twin Rova boss fight, there's a certain aspect of that fight that drives me crazy. But like, it's kind of like one of those Golden Child games that like you gotta be careful when you're criticizing it. But like, what annoys me about Ocarina of Time and that with that specific boss fight is that before the boss fight, there's an optional dungeon where you can get ice arrows. I don't have a problem with there being an optional dungeon with ice arrows. My problem is that you can't use those ice arrows to like damage the enemy. Like if I remember right, you can stun them with fire or ice arrows, but you have to actually do damage with the mirror shield. I just don't understand why they gate ice arrows behind an optional dungeon and don't make it like a viable way to actually beat the boss. Like you're forced to use the mirror shield. Like I don't know why it couldn't have been like use the fire arrows or ice arrows instead. Like I get it if it's like, okay, well if you only have the fire arrows and you try to beat the boss that way, you're gonna be in for a bad time. But if you have the fire and ice arrows, you could skip out the mirror shield or something. But no, just that I would dare to criticize Ocarina of Time, I think. The Earthbound magic was a real thing. Oh, was it ever? Yeah. Sounds similar to my first time playing. I always thought NES. Oh yeah, it was unique and Super Smash Bros. Yeah. Read some Earthbound lore via trophies. Oh, right on, yeah. Well, I mean, I'm glad they added Nest to that game. It drew a lot of people to it that were like, wait, what? What's this game? But no, I was fortunate enough to find out about it on the when it was fairly new. Tiago Lopez, welcome. You mean Kung Fu Brothers? Yeah, well, like the Little Ninja Brothers, it's the battle system in it is very similar to Kung Fu Heroes, which is the same company, but like in Japan, the series is more like colloquially known as not colloquially the name like in Japan is the Super Chinese series. But yeah, I think you know what I'm talking about. Hey, Oliver the Noob, how you feeling? Hey, Rosemary, welcome back. Yeah, I remember you. How have you been? Can't help get past. Oh, the first boss. I know. Is that the crown? The checkmate crown guy? Yeah, I don't like Skyrim. People say it's an RPG, but it's not. How you doing, Mr. Sandman? Yeah, PP. Hey, back to 100%. Glad to hear it. Hey, Peck, how you doing? How does streaming make me feel? Better, usually. Like, generally speaking, no matter what kind of day I had, I usually feel better once I start streaming. There's been plenty of times where I'd be going about my day and be like, I don't know if I feel like streaming today. And then I'd be like, no, just go ahead and start. And then once I stream, like I feel fine. Now sometimes I'll start streaming and be like, I need to go to bed. But like usually it's just kind of like, mind over matter. Like once I get going, it's like get the adrenaline going, like I feel better. So yeah, no, normally it makes me feel good. Oh, the king. So yeah, I would say just try and get all the best equipment you have if you haven't already, and get some good healing, and just kind of hope you can keep it together. Are you trying to beat them by attacking, or are you trying to do it like purely pacifist? Because I've heard that if you're doing like if you're just gonna attack, that with Susie's Rude Buster, if you hit, they say the Z button. It probably depends what you're playing it on, but there's like a button you can push for the Rude Buster that makes it do more damage. Zen Kicks, what do I look for in a man? Me. First anime was known from 1980. Oh, was that 1980 that was in Canon USA? No, oh, known as Queen Millennia. A story as sad can be. I've never heard of it, and it scared me for life. Yeah, I can't get back to chaos. Love Skyrim. Definitely see why people wouldn't like it. Yeah, Bethesda did it way better with the Fallout theory. Yeah, like I wasn't like a. Well, I mean, I saw Skyrim. I thought it was like it interested me, but I never got hooked into it. Favorite Final Fantasy and my most hated. Favorite is 7. I don't really like hate any of them, but like of the mainline series, like 3 is probably my least favorite, and like X2 if we're counting like spin-offs. Clim Clam, can I say Skibidi Slicers? No. Attack. Also playing on Switch Lite. Okay, also stuck on all caps for some. It's okay, Rosemary. Um, if you are attacking, yeah, I think I don't know if it's the Z button on the Switch, but like there is a button you can push when you're attacking with Susie's Rude Buster that will do 30 extra points of damage. So I'd say look into that a bit more. It might be Z on like PC. I don't know what it is on the Switch. I have the same complaints with Ocarina of Time. It's originally planned for the DD add-on. Yeah, so they had to cut the game down. That's why I don't. Oh, maybe that's part of it. Yeah, I didn't really think about that. Okay, Sarah served no purpose. I give up on commenting. Yeah, sorry that the comments are going through, Reggie. I don't know what that's about. I got that one, though. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. Or do you ever want to become massive, or do you like where you are, interact with a small crowd? I just want to, like, if I could get, like, a sweet spot between, like, having, like, a small-ish audience, but also be able to, like, fully support myself financially with YouTube, I'd be happy with that. I don't need to be a millionaire with it, but, like, if I could, you know, survive without having to scrape by, that'd be great. That's kind of like where I would like to be. Hey, William, how you doing? Anime is my neighbor Tortoro and the cat bus. Ooh, never heard of the cat bus game. Oh yeah, just yeah, I appreciate you putting that question in the questions thing, Ness, for us. I sort of gave up on that. Once I got caught up in the chat, I'm like, oh, I'll just answer stuff in the chat. Really disappointed that we never got a Zelda game where you could play a spellcaster. Oh yeah, seems like the lore. Yeah, definitely. The franchise. I would love for there to be a true blue, like, Zelda RPG. Like a straight up turn-based Zelda RPG. I would lose my mind. I don't ever expect it, but I would like it. Hey, sorry to hear that, Rosemary. Have I ever thought about making an anime or some kind of webcomic? I'm not really artistically uh like skilled enough to make like an anime or a webcomic. Like I've thought about it. Like when I did my Hard to Get Along With skits on another channel, like I was kind of thinking about doing like maybe sort of like a webcomic thing with that, but like at this time I don't probably not. Now, if somehow I were to get like roped into it with you know, I had all the tools at my disposal, who's to say? Uh, but not lately. I haven't really thought about it lately. Ego Raptor is a good video. Oh, that criticizes Ocarina of Time. Oh, is that one of the ones that's like a sequelitis? Was that the Link to the Past Ocarina of Time one? How many pounds of lard do I eat a day? Infinite. Them all. All existing lards. Hey, Flowey, how you doing? Hey, if you're close, Rosemary, you keep at it. I'm sure you'll get it. Oh, no, a few months back, I created an Ocarina of Time version. Wait, what? A few months back, someone created an Ocarina of Time version that is an RPG, plays the same, but you have levels and experience as well. Really? I should be looking. I had no idea that existed, Alan. I should look into that. It's an odd, obscure game that you've played. Mine would probably be Spider. Yeah, and you hate spiders. I mean, I never shut up about Little Ninja Brothers, because, like, no one... Like, if you've heard of the game, it's probably because you've heard me rambling about it, but, like... It's kind of an obscure one. I don't know if, like, Plock counts as, like, that obscure, but... It gets special mention because the music's so good. What else is, like, an obscure... I guess this is kind of obscure. Flying Dragon for the N64. It's like it's a fighting game, but you can like buy equipment, and I forget if there's like levels in it or not, but like it had like one fighting. There's like two fighting game systems in it. One of it was more like a chibi style. The other one was like more realistic. I wasn't so interested in the realistic one because the chibi style one was the one that had like the weapons and stuff. You know that there was a canceled Legend of Zelda where it would be about aliens invading? No, not much known about it. But there's an image of Link in a space suit. Is that why there was an R-Wing in Ocarina of Time? Yeah, Legend of Legaia. I mean, Legend of Legaia is really good. Tomba's getting a remaster, I think. Hey, sorry to hear that, Rosemary. Keep at it. I mean, you were getting close. I think if you just keep at it, you'll push through. Hope you got all the best to healing. I haven't played Origami King. Tombo was weird. Oh, had the demo. Hey, Carl, how you doing? Am I gonna play God of War again? I'm not sure. Because, like, for the longest time, for God of War, I always wanted to do, like, a proper, like, Kratos cosplay. So I'd have to, like, powder my head, like, white and, like, have, like, the red streak and stuff. Like, the setup for that would take forever. And I don't know when I would do it. I'd have to have the energy to, like, scream the whole time, too. Yeah, Parasite Eve's been kind of forgotten in time. Yeah, or even just, like, for Vagrant Story again. Oh, Sness, you actually know Flying Dragon. Sick. Yeah, SD Flying Dragon, so much better than the realistic one. Yeah, totally. Always love that you can upgrade fighters. I don't know why I haven't streamed that. I'm, like, oddly skittish when it comes to streaming N64. I don't like emulating N64 games for some reason. It's not because of the controller. I don't know. I emulate, like, almost everything else. But, like, and I have an N64, and I have Flying Dragon, so, like, I have no excuse, but I should. Nice try. Hey, got him, Zan. Sniped him on me, thank you. Yeah, Thousand Year Door was a winner. Damn right it was. Alright, yeah. Ooh, whole inventory is healing. Stuff now. Yeah, and if you want to revive your character, like, I'm just saying this in case you didn't realize. If you have a character that's, like, knocked out, you can still, like, heal them, and it can take them at a negative back into positive. Like, you don't need a fresh mint just for, like, revival. I'm not as excited for Paper Mario Thousand Year Door Remaster as I should be. I just don't think it'll make a good stream in the vertical format. I really should play it, though. Thousand Year Door is so good. Oh yeah, dot hack. Oh, thanks, Alan. I'll take a look for the yeah, that Ocarina of Time. I'm super intrigued by that. You've been hit by you've been struck by. Take the person voice actor. But yeah, I haven't played a God of War game in a long time. I have most of them. I don't have Ragnarok. I have 2018 kicking around. Hey, Enigma, how you doing? Came from Karma Jolt's Discord. Hey, thank you. To say congratulations, well-deserved 20k. Appreciate it. It's been a long road. Let's hope we can keep this traction going. Hopefully we'll get to 30k before we even know it. Space Lord, I don't have any plans on doing Mass Effect soon. Would you ever consider emulating other odd, obscure games that you haven't played? I would if I saw it and I felt, like, especially drawn to it for some reason. But I tend to gravitate towards stuff that I'm familiar with. It's a hot take, but I personally think they should have put their energy into remastering Paper Mario, yeah, for the N64. I assume Nintendo's logic was like, we're just gonna port Paper Mario to the Switch Online and then remaster Thousand Year Door, but, like, I wouldn't be opposed to a Paper Mario remaster. That game's good. The first one. I liked Super Paper Mario as well. I'd play that one again, too. I'm very indifferent towards Donkey Kong versus Mario. Oh yeah, the part where Thousand Year Door kills you for reading that ghost diary right on the train. Serial edits, I am not queso. I just have a beard. Yeah, I got that comment, Reggie. Ever want a turn-based game that makes you think? Try. I've never played Baba Is You. I've watched people play it. It's a super interesting game. It's a good puzzle game for sure. I played a Sega Genesis games, not a ton. I played a few on the Switch Online thing. Like, I played Gunstar Heroes a few years back. That game's fun. So, like, sort of that same line of reasoning. So, Cuphead, the game Cuphead, when I first played it, I'm like, oh, this is like a Contra ripoff, which is fine. Like, I'm just, which is fine. I love Contra. But then I played Gunstar Heroes, and I was like, oh, Cuphead's a Gunstar Heroes ripoff. So, like, if you liked Cuphead and you haven't played Gunstar Heroes, you should. You'll know what I'm talking about. If you beat the game, you'll be like, oh, that's where these ideas came from. So yeah, Gunstar Heroes is good. Phantasy Star 4 is amazing. I haven't played a ton on the Genesis. Yeah, I haven't played Thousand Year Door in so long, I might feel differently about some of the backtracky parts. Oh, still have Paper Mario 64 on the Wii. Nice. I need to play Mega Man Legends again. Yeah, hopefully it's fixed, Reggie. Bleach Guy, how you doing? Excuse me. Oh, Crusader of Senti. Oh, wait, what? That's on the Switch Online? I didn't know that. Crusader of Senti? That's like the Zelda clone, isn't it? I've heard about that a lot recently. I had no idea it was on the Switch Online. Yeah, did you blow in the cartridge? Oh, what's the matter, Bleach Guy? Hope nothing bad. Hey, good luck, Rosemary. Hope you're almost there. Freddy Gao, what's happening? There's been a lot of Chrono Trigger remake talk online recently. If it does, what triple tech do you think will have the best animation? I'm trying to remember what triple tech. I can't remember the triple tech super well, to be honest. I was usually more of a double tech and have someone else do a follow-up thing type of guy. You think I'd have an answer for that, but have I played any of the Prince of Persia series? I didn't play like the original ones on like NES or whatever, but I did play the GameCube ones. Like was it Sands of Time, the Two Thrones and the Warrior Within. I played those. They're alright. I haven't played them in years, but like, and I didn't beat them or anything, but I remember screwing around with them a bit and thought they were fun enough. Special version for under. Yeah. Yeah, Crusader of Century, yeah, is expensive. Yeah, I had no idea that it was actually on Switch Online. You might be able to talk me into playing that. I had no idea that I could play that thing. I wonder if my Zelda curse would carry on to Crusader of Senti. I'm sorry to hear that, Bleach Guy. You should definitely, like, I mean, you feel how you feel, but you should definitely talk to someone to try to, feel better. It's no good to be thinking that stuff. But I mean, if that's what you think, like, you're better off talking to, thanks for at least telling us, but you should also try and find someone a little, that might be able to help you even better. More professionally. But no, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you can get past that, because that's no good to be rattling around in your noggin. No, the Chrono mod for Smash Ultimate, I have not. Mr. Ike OG? Hey, thank you. Looking like a Viking. Duet, what's happening? Sure. Yeah, because, like, wasn't Square originally, like, going to work on, Paper Mario, but it was just Super Mario RPG 2 at the time? Before they get out of there? Yeah, 69 likes. Nice. Yeah, I've had my ups and downs too, Bleach Guy. What Zan said. Say I'm glad I'm still here and didn't make any rash decisions. Definitely. I wouldn't have seen that I get to 20,000 subscribers. I never would have guessed that. You just gotta weather the storm sometimes. I'm gonna stroke my beard. Okay, reach on over. Yeah, $10,000, 3 seconds, no eye contact. Hey, no worries, Yuri Dragon. Hope you're feeling all right, getting some good rest. Sorry to hear that, Rosemary. What are my thoughts? Oh, Benici. What are my thoughts on Breaking Bad? I liked what I saw of it. I watched, like, I don't know, half of the first season, like, when it was brand new. But then I didn't keep up with it. I have an overall positive opinion on it. Rather upsetting. Yeah. No, that's definitely annoying. Your comments aren't going through for some reason. It's like, why is the streamer, whoever, why is everyone ignoring me? It's like, good question. Not on purpose. I'm thinking once we get to about 3 hours into the stream, in about 10 minutes, I'll probably log off for the night. I didn't see Better Call Saul. Yeah, fingers crossed for you, Rosemary. Hey, Rice. I don't know if that necessarily was the YouTube shadow ban, but hard to say. Yeah, Reggie Browser going burp. As blue, it gets better. Yeah, and production value, yeah, goes way up. Yep. Yeah. Alright, have a good night, Kevin. Thanks for stopping in. I haven't watched Lucifer. My mother really likes the show Lucifer. I haven't watched it myself, though. Mystic Quan, how you doing? Immaculate Beard Broski, thank you. Appreciate that. Yes, yeah, sounding the 10-minute timer. Out loud, I'm sounding it. Ever get tired of gaming? Would you ever consider being a just chatting? Yeah, like if I were to get tired of gaming, I probably would do like just chatting and like cooking stuff. With the odd walking around business. That's so weird, Reggie. Getting every other comment. Katanos El089. Thank you. Thank you for the congratulations. Oh, you gotta go. Alright, Rosemary. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. What shows do I like? I don't watch a lot of TV, mostly just like YouTube, but like Supernatural was like one of the last TV series that I had like kept up with at all. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening, Reggie. It's annoying for sure. But yeah, tomorrow I'll probably do lead off with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. We're almost at the Gold Saucer. I'm excited to see what'll go on there. Then I'll play some Chrono Trigger after. Then Friday, I don't know when I'll be stream. I might not stream at all Friday, but if I do, I don't know what time. So just don't hold out hope. Don't you know? Don't wait around for me Friday necessarily. Saturday, Sunday though, I plan on streaming a bunch still. Yeah, no, it's definitely good for audience engagement doing just chatting. Especially if there's like no game to distract me, it's a lot easier to focus on the chat. Alright, have a good night, Brian. Thanks for stopping in, and hey, thank you for the congratulations. I appreciate it. Just read 3 comments in a row from me. Okay, nice things are... Okay, maybe it's starting to work now, Reggie. Because, yeah, I don't know. What's happening? YouTube's gonna YouTube. Yeah. Trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to touch on. But yeah, I hope this was, helpful for some people who are curious. Yeah, let all the new people, get to know you. Appreciate it, Douglas. Giving the other folks a chance to pick my brain a little bit. You may have been asked and answered this already. What's your favorite anime? Oh, I'm a Dragon Ball guy through and through. I don't watch a lot of anime. So but Dragon Ball is like the only I'd watch Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z. I even watched GT all the way through. and most of Super. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I still have, like, go on, like, an anime kick at some point, but I've never gotten, like, fully hooked into anime. Average K-Round fan, ham and cheese. I don't remember if I saw Cowboy Bebop or not. I might have watched, like, one episode of it. I'm more certain that I have seen Trigun than I've seen Cowboy Bebop, but I remember about as much from either, which is 0. Other than I know what Vash the Stampede looks like. I watched it on your phone. Possibly. I really couldn't tell you. Ever watch One Piece? I haven't. I played the One Piece, like, RPG, turn-based RPG that came out, like, last year, but I wasn't super familiar with One Piece, and playing the game, it was just kind of, like, it didn't really wow me. It felt very average. And I spent, like, the first 3-4 episodes in the desert. I just was like, okay, I've had enough. Have I ever ate glue? No. Not with my ham. Not on its own. Yeah, classic. Yeah, can't go wrong, really. Yeah, didn't finish GT. Yeah, but SSJ4 Goku, yeah, is the best. Comment before this was posted was blocked. Yeah, I don't know why either, Reggie. Not sure. You're a US night guy. Any plans to stream at different times? I've been kind of trying to push my streams later, because I'm finding that, like, the vertical streams tend to pick up in viewership, like, around, like, between, like, 4 and 6 in the morning for me. Like, the viewership will just start to go up for some reason. So lately I've been thinking about, like, well, maybe I'll just start streaming later and go to bed later and wake up later. I wouldn't mind trying to experiment, like, a bit earlier, but, like, I will never be, like, a morning person. Like, I wouldn't stream at, like, 9 in the morning. Like, I don't want to have to set an alarm to get up to stream. Like, so, but I might end up just streaming later in the day. Or what have you. I think I might like Baki. Oh, the Grappler, okay, includes most martial arts titles. Yeah, and Session 2 is a big tournament of styles, yeah, from all over the world. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening, Reggie. Yeah, 2 nights ago, yeah, it never really died down. Yeah, so that's just kind of what I'm leaning towards right now. Alright, Reggie, I hope your YouTube works better next time. Thanks for stopping in, though. Hope you have a good one. Favorite fast food order? Just a Bacon King from Burger King. Just the sandwich. Yeah, mornings are a dirty word. Yeah. I'll go to bed in the morning. But, like, if I'm waking up before 12, I'm probably not happy about it. It'd be like if Goku learned every style as he was growing up and then became the champion of Underground as a 16-year-old. Oh, but yeah, but no, like, energy blasts and stuff. Okay, it's more about, like, the actual martial artistry than, energy, flinging energy balls around. Yeah, good recipe idea for my next stream. I'll check this one more time here. All right. So yeah, I think I'm more or less gonna wrap this up here because we're at about 3 hours. And I'm starting to wear out, and I'm still kind of tired from last night, so maybe I'll have a little more energy tomorrow. But I do want to thank you all for joining for this 20,000 subscriber special. Hope it was fun for you, just chatting for a bit, answering questions. But like I said, tomorrow I'll be back on. I plan to play Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, do the Gold Saucer area, and then we'll do Chrono Trigger. Where are we with Chrono Trigger? We're just about to enter Magus's castle. We're getting into some serious business here now. Yeah, dawns are awesome. Yeah, to experience. Yeah, only if you've stayed up all night. It's kind of like beating the night. But yeah, thanks again, everybody, for hanging out. It means a lot to me. Maybe we'll have a 30,000 subscriber special before long. Like I said, I still want to do a 24-hour stream for 24,000 subscribers. And at this rate, that might be kind of soon. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. We'll have to have a lot of activities for a 24-hour stream. So thanks again, everybody. Don't forget the lard. And hope to see you again tomorrow. So have a good one, folks.